True 啊，乜撚嘢幾廿 U 啊？幾廿 U 你叫㗎？
佢 rock 嘅 roll 個手勢嚟嘅，
係咩？
係啊，係我都睇過，係啊。
都冇留意喎。係喎。
Maybe get a beat on this super early. He peels away from middle, maybe going to sit and catch that cross from that B main side if needed. Vision Strikers are going to run out of time at this point.
They are, yeah. There's still an alarm bot to cross at A main, but they are drifting back this direction now again.
It's going to be heard.
Yeah, you can see Mitch is already looking this way now. He's got the audio, he's got this information nice and early. Yeah. Mitch is full challenge here, but 10 seconds left. They've got to get towards the side.
They're not crossing out of main. They're being shot down the entire way. Leaps there, and Mitch. This is beautiful. Nice work from Cloud9, and Vision Strikers not finding the opening they wanted. Looking a little, I don't know, flat in that approach.
They did, like I said, there's a weird pause there where they have to obviously wait for both the recon bolt and the KO utility to come back online. And I think they tried to make a calculated decision based on that, but again, with how proactive C9 are in the early rounds, they would just set up accordingly. And again, Vanity a key position there. He's in range to catch all these steps on the retreat. And likewise, Mitch playing on short towards Cubby. Again, it's just like kind of scrambling for a plan. There's no real audible, I guess a comfortable audible called that.
Still sticking around on that too. Nice work on the pickup.
知道今日有幾多 percent 的波有？
supplement, but not too much to write home about here.
今日有幾多 percent 的波啊？
Before you know the score, it will be keeping as many players alive.
呢場
It's nice and clean. Don't get overwhelmed. Speaking of vanity,
呢場唔知啊。
lean a little heavier towards using that utility, buy him a bit of time.
其實我偏向係好接近嘅，好難講。
另外嗰兩場就100% 波。
琴日都話100%啲波
真
做嘢，
好難講。我覺得呢個世界而家所有嘢都好難講。叫你 K 下 U 先啊
，Sentinel up 下啫，即係100%波咩？
收皮啊！全世界都要一定係100%的波啦，咁都有得唔贏嘅。
雖然賠率係5.49倍啫。
100億倍啊，應該係。
In there by around again, that grabs you right. Perfect.
A little underwhelming beginning for Vision Strikers. I think I wait to see what happens once they get a purchase beside them, which will be this round, of course. They will be coming out of this with more invested, the heavier weapons coming through. Still Spectres littering the scoreboard here for Cloud9, but it should be more of a contested round. Let's see what Vision Strikers have, because so far the pacing has felt very favorable to Cloud9.
Yeah, actually, Leaf gonna throw a rifle in the mix here, will not? Try and play off the back of Zeppa here and get something done inside B main. Looks like they're just going to hold tight for the time being. Again, Vision Strikers though, look, they're backed all the way to top mid. No real progress either side of the map. Potential here for them to just wait out the drone. Again, some of these other bits of utility that are going to slow things down. Yeah, it's looking very cautious on the side of Vision Strikers, and again, things like this with a proactive pistol round from C9. Again, it's going to keep Vision Strikers guessing almost of how they're going to approach some of these, and especially here in the bonus round, they know they're carrying SMGs across. Whether or not they're going to try and play a little scrappy, a little ratty, and make the most of those weapons. They have a creep towards mid though.
I worry the later this gets in the round because they haven't found out too much yet, I feel, and they are actually folding towards that rifle. The only one that's on the board is with Leaf. He is playing in market, as you guys can see here. And the crossfire in the backlines will now be at least denied, so the swing comes out. There's that rifle! Leaf makes it look good. Keeps himself safe, and he even able to back away from this. This is lovely stuff from Leaf. Support's on the way, but maybe he doesn't need it. The underhand flash will finally get around him, but now those Spectres are more than agile, more than enough to get across the line. And problems are plenty now for Vision Strikers. 3 still stand. Rifles garnered. I think 2 taken across there. I didn't see if the third player picked one up. But Cloud9 walk away from that in the most perfect scenario.
Absolutely. I mean, Leaf's already got his blade storm online, and Vision Strikers already going to pump the brakes.
嗱，最緊要咧靠 I 出到先，打面即刻。
其實我最想睇 Cloud9 贏。
C9
我哋有你有黑心啊真係。
尤其是
收皮啦！你俾人諗緊啲咁嘅嘢，你冇講出嚟㗎嘛？
我真係 get 唔到嘅真係。我就好想睇佢哋打啫，我冇咁諗啊。
That's literally it.
Yeah, and again, strikes though, I do know that these guys are more than able to adjust pace. Like some teams take these tactical timeouts and they still struggle to find an answer. We have seen the Vision Strikers carry. So I wait to see what they come up with because it's an early timeout and probably rightly so. I think most people watching this might have raised an eyebrow here because it's again Cloud9 are fine, but it's we haven't seen that intention, anything really.
Cloud9 咩
pistol and then the roll on. That's not much to worry about. But after seeing that gun round, that's when it brings our attention towards this.
That's what I was concerned. Again,
Cloud9 俾人氣憤咯。
總之其實我覺得DS 係一定係玩啲出到半期嘅咩表現，即係佢哋照最勁嘅狀態，因為嗰個死戰鏟 stacks。
哦，所以 Cloud9 ban 咗氣氛，
就係係啊正常，我針 ban 啊咁佢哋唔係 ban 自己，ban 人哋嘅針 ban 啊呢個係。
真啊！
唔刺激啊，玩針 ban。
Ultimately going to have to give up a lot of this.
Be careful here. Plays that well. Again, Leaf's having a really nice game so far. Good couple of confidence builders. This round is a Shiko. Does have the light armor behind it, so it's got a little bite to it. It's not going to be completely easy.
我今日喺度睇 highlight 都 feel 到琴日一定好撚刺激，屌兩場都係8-4追翻上嚟，黐撚線。
我喺度冚掉鳩酷，喺度垃圾偏頂得住。
勁喎你，原來又係你，
係
咁鬧，係咁打 Zenano，
係咁比較，
係咁贏啦 Zenano， 贏梗啦。唉，
其實
佢哋打得好鳩嘅，其實我覺得 KRU 啲打法好鬼奇怪，但係即係可能就係捉佢唔到，就係佢就係夠奇怪先捉佢唔到。個節奏係怪到咧，即係佢哋已經係好似俾人好似放開，即係佢哋咁樣放開心態去打，一殺死佢哋殺死成條啲撲街咁樣。
I do want to highlight though, I'm happy to see that Cloud9 haven't gone over.
殺死丁啦，
They haven't taken this too lightly. They're not
making
mistakes at all. This has been very clean from them. Even these rounds not feeling so threatening yet. This could be the change up. Let's have a little look what Vision Strikers have come up with here. Looks like a pacey piece.
打快決定 ，OK 決定打快。
This will probably be a retake if anything. Cross comes in. Buzz this time will keep his life. Clears under towards hell, and Spike's going down. Let's see what the retake looks like. Mid-fight going to be coming through though, and Mitch actually wins that. That's a huge gateway now open. That could have been a big amount of territory maintained. And with that removed, the retake's got some legs to it now.
Indeed, both. 0 points actually on cooldown right now as well. Stacks does have his ultimate
Look at this
available.
utility.
Buzz has got to be careful.
Pressure on two fronts. They can't get away from it. Zeppa, they're going to punish Buzz for this, leaving Stacks King and RB to try and do something about it. And Mitch just better right now. Absolutely dead.
哇！呢個同步跳落去，冇啦！屌你4打1，收皮啦！
Players from Cloud9 still alive. They want to get it to halfway, which they're going to achieve. Hell, they might just sit it, and they do. No fear. Doesn't get off the defuse, and Cloud9 are thriving in this. That's a retake with 4 players alive against 5 on site.
哇！隻局好靚喎 ，Mitch。
After Mitch wins out versus Marco in mid.
不過嗰係 Jiggle 嘅，佢唔係純粹望咗即係嗰邊。
One of these kills in rotation.
我唔知啊。 其實係咪應該有時要玩呢啲，就特登露支槍出嚟就縮翻入去？要 Jiggle 到咁樣。太嬲啦，100% 啦，要 time out 就。
真係咁呢 round 輸咗唔係 time out，屌唔通輸10個 round 先係 time out 咩？
Like I said, I mean, they're getting battered and they're not learning anything from this.
係咪有隊真係咁㗎？
Okay, guys, you know, the A setup, there's potential here for us to split through.
雖然龍真係好有信心嘅，好自信嘅隊咯。嘈到輸手。
屌你嗌咗2次，屌你咪瘋狂去睇 NBA 咁樣，屌你。
係啊，佢真係好似 NBA 咁樣留到最後先嗌咯。
嘥撚晒啲時間。
I do want to come back to the
嗌完之後，佢其實真啲嘢穿成屌穿3個。
The reason I highlighted there is because you could see the amount of utility that wasn't burnt on the way in that gives C9 a huge advantage on the way back, and you can see the problems there with the gravity well and all sorts of things being thrown onto site. At that point, I'm not entirely sure why Stacks hasn't. That's their buy.
Fancy guy.
Throw it in. Like I said, both 0 points were on cooldown. By the time they actually got onto side there, they were both used. Actually, I don't even think either side suppressed anybody, so...
Yeah, and maybe it's still early, right? I'm not doing this yet, but I've got to say, maybe people have underestimated the early looks from Cloud9 because I think everyone coming into this not everyone, a lot of people are looking at Cloud9 as a genuine dark horse, genuinely in this. And Vision Strikers, I'd say a higher accolade than that. People look at them as potentially someone to walk through this tournament with a deep run, be it semi-finals, be a grand final, who knows, or even the win. But maybe this is finally the Cloud9 we've been waiting to see, who didn't quite make that big debut, but they maybe a slower build. However, we come back in and let's see if it keeps this clean. 5-0 if you're just tuning in. It is still a group stage game, but it is the group of death.
Group of death 嚟嘅呢組原來死亡之組喎。我都係嘅，3隊勁隊。
Playing pretty deep here, mid-chatty all the way back in spawn. Relief to find stacks. First port of call, that will force Vision Strikers to rotate back away. Actually, Kings kind of slipped the net here, but again, this deep hold, they want to mitigate a lot of this risk. They don't want to give any of these weapons away, give no upgrade.
Standing ahead, right here.
Problems here with the Odin actually from spawn, but no damage done just yet. Vision Strikers will be able to pass the side.
Spike on way, should be going down pretty much unscathed. But again, we've seen a very clean retake not that long ago. Four still alive. Let's see if that's going to be a similar scene here, but only the sheriffs to try and deny this. And Mitch with a freebie. You couldn't ask for anything worse if you're a Vision Strikers fan, but I'm sure the Cloud9 fans need a little bit of something. Need a little bit of hope here in the North American team, but Buzz finally dials it and well, it's gone instantly. Good trades for King. Needs a bit more though. SRB now gonna have to deliver a 1v3 and this is gonna get
係最大打面。
brutal to try and achieve, and they fight as a pack.
你想要 master 俾你咯。
And money's just not going to be a problem for Cloud9 at this point. This is fine. This is great work from them. I'm a little worried for Vision Strikers, if I'm honest, Michael.
Yeah, and you look at it now, and yes, you can get all ultimates available now for Vision
係啊 ，Cloud9 冇咗咗
Envy
Envy 啊。
now it almost equates to nothing, right? These are the ones that are supposed to turn the tides of some of these rounds, but
夠啦隊。
最強賽區入得佢一隊。
Cloud9 a minimum 2 or 3 standards.
夠啦。
唔係最強賽區
You can
咯。
look at it here that they're rolling in it now. Leaf's got the
夠啦，
operations. There's a
一
new
隊
set of obstacles
最強啦，對埋。
to deal with the early round. Again, look towards Stacks and RB in particular in that regard to kind of send the feelers out. But like I said, these rounds they've been losing, they haven't been learning an awful lot from them. There's no real grasp of tendencies here from C9 on the defense.
It's a tough game to watch, honestly, because I really thought Vision Strikers even individually might be stepping up, but here's Leaf, and there's that new element.
Oh, he did.
Oh, and it's looking volatile. Not going to get the tag he wanted, and far from the frag, but they are going to line up towards Cat. So on the other side, you're still going to have
Fisker 係 mix 嚟
there,
嘅。
deep now by Tree.
咩 mix 啊？
Oh, that looked bang on.
巴西 mix 日
Leaf
本。
not going to get it. Gonna just fall away. Have to
佢會
respect
唔會
that
沖
mid.
繩嚟
Still
嘅
being toyed with, so he can't retake that space.
係啩？
誒咩？佢係嗰啲夏威夷
to
嘅
at least figure out what the operator is. So now,
貴啲
啲
咩？
巴西好多日本人嘅，知唔知？
that's the value
唔
elsewhere.
知喎。
唔知點解係有之前即係唔知咩年代係有個咩巴西移民潮日本有。
Nice, this 3-2 split. Oh, maybe not.
Oh,
Zephyr still
yo.
finds two.
Oh, shit.
And there's Leaf on the
Yeah.
case, catching them on the way through from main, but the two standing are Buzz and King. Both have ults if required. They want to try and do something with this.
死
No
way.
Oh, no. Hyper, what is going on?
3打1。
Vision Strikers are getting backhanded right now. Cloud9, 3 players coming in. King, you better have something up your sleeve, and it better be a miracle, and it's not. Leaf's done him in. They didn't need to see these last 2 kills to take the site back.
冇嘅，奧丁村仲係遲開始嘅呢
on a
入去。
clinic so
佢真
far.
係吹都
They
唔
look
使
like they
對
haven't
喎。
broken a sweat.
真啊！
And again, no
不想俾人射死，
again, C9
射箭射死。
hand in that regard, but
有股流嘅呢隊嘢，
I'm not
排咗
entirely sure we're watching.
最大毒
This
瘤，
doesn't look like Vision Strikers.
重奏真係重奏嘅呢
Some of these rounds, it's
好
sort of-
強踢啊！
yeah, we walk up
知邊個係
short
毒
behind
瘤
the
嘅，仲
zone.
要
We hope for the best sort of thing. There's no real investment of utility with any real intention here. And again, by the time it gets to the post plant there, C9 have the upper hand in terms of the utility. They get a freebie with the shock dart.
They've read this so well.
Look at the adjustment now, Lauren.
They've read this so perfectly. You have 4 players on that B lane. Not only is their utility on point, but honestly, their positioning. Look at the state of this. Cloud9 are destroying Vision Strikers. I hope none of the Korean fans are up yet.
勁喎 Cloud9。
You know, we had a check-in with Sean. I think Paperthin's going to need a
I
little
hope he's
call
still in
soon.
bed.
Honestly, because this is something else. This is the Cloud9 I think that a lot of people were waiting to see if they could find this form at this event. And we hadn't seen it, and I think that's a fair assessment that they were okay. They were fine, they looked okay, but maybe not those dark horses, maybe not all those stars aligning. And again, correct rotations. Look at this. Yes, there was that initial stack towards B, peels out apart, leans towards that A site, and now they get a little bit of affirmation that this is the correct place to be in.
Cosmic Divide invested here.
Back towards middle.
It's a C9. No, it's not. Vision Strikers here.
Leaf, they can't get away from him. He's stuck to them like glue. Trying to now shut down maybe a little here. King trying to chase, but he's not alone. Zeppa's by his side. Leaf doesn't need the support. And finally, a frag goes in instantly untraded. Leaf forced away with the flash, but the spike. Stacks just push CT with the spike. That's done.
Well, 30 seconds left. Looking like an 8th on the board here. Marco, last man standing, a Spectre in hand. Again, damage doesn't really mean anything at all here. Zeppa will find it.
Do
they know they have all their ults? Like we're 8 rounds in now. There's been no setup to build around some of these ultimates that have come online and have been online for 3 or 4 rounds now, Lauren. Again, in some of these buy rounds, they have to. This is shock dart. It is, yeah. It's a combo. You see the assist there up in the kill feed.
And hey, I really do want to make sure Cloud9 get the credit for their fantastic utility usage, how they're approaching the game, correct rotations, good reads. But again, this does beg the question of where are Vision Strikers? Because even in Cloud9's best days, I'd say it'd still be a competitive game. This is 8-0. We have not seen a game like this at all come out so far. So Vision Strikers even it's just a couple of rounds, give them some buffer on the half. Because at the moment, Leaf is inescapable. He seems to be everywhere.
Like I said, there's no positives to draw out of any of these rounds.
No.
韓國都有漢字嘅好似啊。
冇漢咗啊，對漢化啊嘛，廢漢咯，係啊。
Spotted outside, but again, look at this. Default here from Vision Strikers, nothing.
你都冇見過啦，你唔係一個問題。
我見佢走喺隔離，我以為有真啊！我對韓國文化係一啲都唔熟。
I don't think there's been a time
我淨係知以前有漢字嘅。
Exactly, there's always 3 here.
但係佢哋而家韓文係好多誤解嘅，即係好多文字誤解喎，可以做到。即係你係好多字都係同音，但係你要做，即係例如其實佢同日文係有啲似嘅，只不過日文有漢字，因為勉強咗好多同音字咯。但問題佢韓文就係得個音喺度，你唔知係咩意思啊！你要從前文後理去估。
Cloud9's success. Looks like Stack's going to set Buzz up, but again, no command on the other side here, and the lockdown.
簡單嚟講啊，19啊。
Withstand, here comes the hit, trying to do a bit of damage on the way in. Not going to happen. Buzz now needs to be careful. He's got players to look across.
即係我哋中文好多字嘅同差唔多音嘅詞語就好容易嘅。
It's down to 2v2. How's it gotten this close?
都容易佢哋同一個音嘅，所以勁尷
尬。And it's looking unlikely. Hard positions to clear in time, just not there. Finally.
終於
我同 Pansy 落蛋咗添，食屎。
Everything but the kitchen sink. Felt like actually coming away with the Cosmic Divide still. Sure, the other ultimate was there, but again, it didn't feel comfortable. It definitely didn't feel comfortable there.
I started to believe in that retake again.
Yeah. Problem is now that they have to repeat this 3 or 4 rounds to really leave a mark on the economy. You can just tell by the body language, yeah. Not even happy with that one themselves. There was the lockdown here in the hands of King, still available. He's back on the operator again, causing major issues here. Vision Strikers, again, those first few rounds where they did explore mid, we're not seeing the same kind of posture here. Buzz just trying to jump spot. Might actually swing with this drone.
He's feeling himself.
He avoided it. Wait, he's completely avoided it.
Oh, Leaf, you're ingenious. Just blowing them away right now. He's going to just fall away from middle. No pressure. No secondary layer to this. He just gets complete freedom on the map at the moment.
And now Vision Strikers again.
Oh, the double.
Mitz has got the operator as well. Spike will be noted.
And hey, you can't get past that utility this time. Do they check Vanity? Not well enough. Still going to find some more. Oh, the stack from Vanity is just... gorgeous work, Cloud9. This is genuinely beautiful.
即係例如韓文嘅告故事同埋告示係同一個音嘅，但係佢就冇啊，即係你係冇分別嘅咯，即係寫出嚟係。同埋呢個告義，即係祭字嗰啲詞啦，我估，同埋呼死係同一個音嘅都係。
Beautiful for Vanity again, just reading that perfectly to play it slowly, play off the back of his gravity well.
Is that all they've got?
所以佢哋咧嗰啲名先難譯咯，即係韓國人啲名係勁難譯。
I guess we did do the late
9萬幾個版本，因為由到尾都冇一個分別喺度。
At this point, back in we go for for Vision Strikers. We have
唔緊要啦，知道個 team 係咁噶啦。
The money's going to be brutal all the way through this now.
金仔。
Buzz has been making it to the site a couple of times. This time denied. Read like a book. And the jab to close on him. Zeppa just sprays on in, works out well, and now he can watch that main cross. Doesn't need it on his own because this utility usage, this work is incredible. It's suffocating. This can't make it past main.
Literally, I mean, there's no
唔係嘅，韓仔打自己圖幾勁嘅。
slaughter almost onto site there. Nothing really to enable him or a support system in place. It's borderline embarrassing. Honestly, this isn't Vision Strikers.
俾完啲巴西震爆嗰個水，
可能係。
But like I said, just everybody else is kind of just like at the doors of A main, thinking, well, yeah, if Buzz finds a kill, then we'll run in, then we'll swing through with you. But again, now C9 can keep making minor adjustments here to the setup.
阿 Leap 首先插入中路冇得打。
Like I said, they haven't found a pressure point. They haven't found anything that they can exploit.
They're just going to pop up that push through A main. Give them a little bit more room to work with. That does get tested though. So Vanity still want to jump peek, see if he can spot anyone around that corner, but it's the play up Cat that's coming in. It's Leaf to greet it. Does have a rifle if he wants to switch to it. Let's see if they try and press that corner. Because not alone he does have Zeppa by his side, so a nice little combination between the two could be a desired scenario. And Leaf not really dissuaded from this angle just yet.
One of their initiators is still in spawn. Stax has caught sight of somebody here, but
it's Mitch on the op. He can just back away to a slightly deeper position, play stairs, play boat if he feels it. And where are Vision Strikers right now? I don't understand how this is happening. Mitch still able to stay alive. Where is the pressure? Where's that next layer? What is going on right now? RB the last one alive, and it's 11-1.
What is going on?
Vision Strikers looking about as useful as a chocolate teapot right now. I don't know how else to put this, mate. This is not the team that is meant to be going on this deep run. Yes, Cloud9 are looking brilliant in their approach, but I don't know what to make of it.
Like I said, take nothing away from Cloud9 right now, but it's Vision Strikers are in shambles. Honestly, like I said, they just look as if they're not in a position to set up accordingly. Anyway, I mean, Vanity's confused. You see the look on his face. I don't know what team we're watching right now because it's not Vision Strikers. There's none of this kind of discipline in the early round or anything.
All right, well, we might be lost for a concept as to what's going on with Vision Strikers. Maybe the desk has a better idea.
Thank you very much, guys. Now, you know, we had questions on why both teams let this map through, and so far, Doug, I can see why Cloud9 wanted to play this, but Vision Strikers not so much.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. And I think
崩高都嗌得落，我知道呢度有啲問題。
Vision Strikers do look lost. What Cloud9 has been able to do to suffocate out Vision Strikers has been so impressive. We think about the one successful round they had, it was off of a null command, right?
崩高梗係就係Valorant奇蹟。
from getting the null command online again, they denied him the ult orb A long, right? Like Cloud9 are reading exactly what Vision Strikers want to do, and they can't find any good footing.
哇！呢真係肥到咧。
You use the word suffocating.
佢會執咗個流浪漢嚟打機咁成。Cloud9隊成隊都岩岩慘慘嗰啲人，好鬼誇張。因為阿 Set 排我成個錯一字咁，呢種鬼？因為我錯一字啊！你做乜鬼嘢？
Get angry at me for
佢
saying
mix 錯一字再加張國榮
This is an embarrassing showing for Vision Strikers. It's not something
即係其實呢作真係癲啊！呢就係睇佢勁呢啲按摩契約嚟嘅。
embarrassing showing from what we're used to Vision Strikers.
Well, it's a good thing I was not
你幾時簽翻張啊？
unsure about which team to pick, and I was very confident in
入波動
Cloud9 coming into the series,
Yeah,
right?
sure. Yeah, you definitely saw this happening, Doug, right from the outset. But Jess, what do Vision Strikers need to do? How can they get back into this?
Honestly, I am just gobsmacked because what they're doing at the moment, even that point right there where they push market, there was 3 of them pushing 1 man, and all they had to do was peek as a trio and line up for the refrag. They couldn't even do that. Their fundamentals are so in shambles at the moment that I can't even believe I'm talking about a World Championship level team at the moment. It is not a team that has come here to play today.
哇！呢度俾人哼完個頭都回到槍真係勁嘅呀！
They need a reset.
Where is Buzz? Where is Buzz?
He's on his spaceship to the moon, man. He's hit light years, bro.
He's clearly not here, right? Like he's just been a non-factor, and I think we'll talk about the duelist matchup. Leaf, he's having himself a day, right? Meanwhile, Buzz has just not been able to find any work, and the only like something is that Stax is playing well on the KO, but what else you got?
Well, all I can say is Pansy and Hypog are casting, so this is definitely going to go to triple OT. Back to you guys.
Right.
Right. Well, I'm not a gambling man.
Yes.
But I wouldn't touch that with a barge bowl.
No, I tend to agree. Yeah, this is looking like it's let's move on to the next. GG next, let's go. Split would be, I think, the map after this one. So, hey, we've seen mad comebacks in the past, but I'm not even going to try and sell you that.
It's round 13 and we're talking about map 2.
Yes.
It's also Stack's playing good. I'm not sure if me and Doug are watching the same game, honestly.
Oh, that's a nice little start, though. Little ding.
哇！空中射爆咗定點嗰邊？
to explain unforced and forced errors for the 900 design?
Probably got time to. A few rounds to play with.
Oh, right. Well, it starts now, Vision Strikers. You get to double digits, we'll start telling that comeback story. Until then, Buzz, first one there, looking a little sheepish in this. Does at least get one on the way down, but the push going to work its way through. Marco, lovely. That's what the doctor ordered for Marco. 2 back-to-back, but it's quiet behind us. There's no excitement to the boys. It's, you know, sounding a little dead in the background. However, Spike still to hand for Cloud9. See if they can maybe punish it on over-peaking. Waiting out that utility. And rightly so.
Yeah, I think they want another kill to feel a little better about this. Actually, Leaf getting revealed here. He's got to reposition. Turret will give it away as well. The flash out the top stacks.
Oh my! Wait,
way out here. Leaf out 2.
Whoa! Yeah.
Leaf is still alive. 91 HP on the peak. Leaf almost mad 1v3, but here it is.
但啲 clutch 埋黐孖筋啊 Leaf 真係。
10 HP. Don King there. Right down to the wire.
真係爭少少嘅。
即係不愧係超惡魔契約嘅男人。
By hook or by crook, Lauren.
流浪漢。哇 ！RB 廢到今日。RB 都
Marco going to get pinged by that recon bot, and that was just going to annoy me. It's things like that where you know when mistakes start happening, and it's like you see that tilt factor become more and more apparent.
No, I'm with you, and again, as much as
直接 force buy 啦。
second round, there is very one-sided chatter.
正常啊。
Players when they get a little rowdy, obviously can't work out exactly what they're saying, but there's definitely noise on one side, not the other. The force buy comes out, and why not? You've got rounds to play with. It's actually a really good idea from Cloud9. You might as well run this to the ground because if you force them off into 1-2 rounds, you're basically over the line on map 1.
Leaf 點解企喺嗰度嘅？
Oh,冇事。Try and give a little bit of something back to Vision Strikers as he's done as well as he can. Stax is on top, leaving Vanity now surrounded on pretty much all fronts, trying to dip his way through. Does have the spike, and actually, I mean, he could run him loose right now.
67 HP, able to slip away. See Stax. Yeah. Again, Stax actually tagged up. He's down to 65 HP, so.
God, Vanity's reading this game really nicely. Now, whether or not this works out.
Stax as well. Again, he actually hard clears that.
I was a bit worried Stax was just going to float across middle, get caught out. Not the case. Stax waking up, it looks like. Maybe just taking a little bit of time.
I guess he heard Doug and me, actually.
Oh, Dougal. And honestly, Stax basically keeping this round.
100% 破啦，靠奶。
direction.
Trying to lip read. Doug's trying to tell me something, but
he believes in Vision Strikers.
Right.
Oh,
said Vision Strikers win. Paper Thin made it onto the desk somehow, I think.
Popped a wig on him.
啱先嗰條友個樣好似阿叔咁樣。
Still a little bit of a purchase, nothing crazy coming out.
你唔知佢係邊個？
Stinger.
我唔知佢係邊個，我哋卡拉啲人唔熟。
我卡都好鉗，唔知係。 好鉗啲樣。哇！翻球。
Leaf's going to open things up. Marco will fall. I don't know.
Okay, we'll leave that for the breakdown afterwards. Leave that for Dougal on the
我又班到啊，原來。
Cloud9 get the first pick and they hit the brakes for a second.
應該 half 嚟嘅應該係。
half
所以應該 half 嚟嘅。
There isn't much beyond this stinger, really.
你為咗買重炮嚟 force fire 會有啲黐。不如唔好買，你 force fire 都係買呢個重炮。
勁嘅 Bucky， 要你打撚死你啊！
Again, just waiting for Vision Strikers to slip up, I think. We give away an extra. You can see the pings coming through, so the intention's still here to end on 8.
They've just split with a little bit of that cat presence. I quite like that.
Again, actually, if Vanity can close the distance, that's when that Bucky becomes very concerning.
They did just start leading. Oh, no Stax, way. It's a fumble. It's a huge fumble from Stax. That could be a disaster. Buzz now feels so isolated on that site. Support's been locked off as well. RB can't get there. It's all to the player that was on the site in towards hell. It's going to be Buzz. A miss from Leaf keeps this in check. And maybe Buzz can keep him alive. Seppa! He's going to only get one. Will maintain his life, but again, danger starting to brew here. You can see the panic.
哇 ！Leaf 咁樣打真係黐孖筋啊！咁樣喺度行，揸住標招係咁跳嚟跳下。
不過 Buzz 黐線啲嗰啲下，跟住炒埋槍。
要俾子彈啫。
冇用啊，拉布嘅。
不過煙都仲癲，如果落埋個煙。
冇拉布啦，不如13比0算咯。為做咩開個掛定啊？冇掛。
But look at the rest of Vision Strikers.
受不了啊佢已經。
around this, so Cloud9 need to reclear now.
It's a little set piece like that. We didn't see any of that on attack here. So Vision Strikers now kind of leaning a bit further back onto the play. But Stax
Leaf 死啊！
That's Leaf on cover.
打咯。
Much better.
A little life in them potentially here in these next few rounds.
等陣先啊！
I want to see them bound back.
今日喺度開火肺龍冇人入嘅，嬲嬲地唔撚打。
So out of character. As you said, that little set piece, just a little something.
Yeah.
Gives them still a player advantage at this point. Down to Mitch, Vanity, and Zeppa. Nabi.
Revealing area.
Gonna reveal. Take note of at least, I feel, 2 there.
哇！屌真係不如唔撚睇啊！
Still gonna try and truck on forward. Marco does have the cross and
冇
actually
嘅，呢個世界冇足夠遠嘅，
quite passive, yeah, really
足夠遠嘅。
That's the composure. Okay,
拉布嘅喎，呢一張咩係拉布㗎？係拉幾耐嘅？
遠唔遠都冇所謂啦，都冇意義啦。
點解？
我有 long
輸咗啦，已經真係已經冇咗睇嘅意義啦，我已經覺得，我已經完咗啦已經。
對你嚟講 champion 已經打完啦。
冇錯啦。再加埋泰山捧杯日完美。誒你有冇睇我張咧？carrying EU carrying NA 嘅喎。
開隻狗喎。
唔係啊，即係有張圖係即係話 carry 緊 EU 嘅係 Scream， 有樣 Scream 嘅樣啦，跟住 carry 巴西嘅係泰山，跟住 carry KR 嘅係我唔想知邊個，認唔到佢。
應該係 Stax 應該係。
跟住 carry NA 係一架飛機啊。
Stop feeling yourself. Feel like you're going to win some of the fights that you're taking. It can make all the world.
勁好笑。
你過鬧佢啊嘛，鬧佢咩 ？Carry EU 唔係 Scream 啊嘛。
我睇咩㗎？即係你嗰個 Twitter， 即係 Tense 最新嗰個，跟住啲人 reply 佢，又下邊有張圖笑抽筋
啊嘛。反 Scream。烏靚脫啦！
喂，拉布啊冇！
呢張圖係咁嘅喎，
反級啊！
呢張圖好辛苦喎，打攻方，想嘔成日玩到。
冇意思啊！做無謂嘅抵抗。
反級啊！
反級。開咗。
唔係入咗人啷啷，但係未開波。
換咗未啊？今日
換咗啦。
其實真係好撚惡意啊！每日 release 一粒係發生咩事嘅呢隻 game？
真啊！
係咪好撚得閒咧？當啲人
冇玩咯。
一次過俾你換晒唔得嘅。
係咯，一月啫嘛。
我唔明
咩啊？
我唔係好明點解要一次 release 一粒？
即係
每日換一粒咯，淨係可以。
一粒咯。你每日要入去撳咯，你唔可以一嘢換晒，即係佢係啊，你明唔明啊？即係例如7日，佢其實7粒，但係每日先一粒一粒咁樣，你要每日撳入去。
OK，
你錯過咗就冇啦，你錯過咗就冇咯，即係嗰日如果冇換就會冇啦。我撚鳩嘅而佢仲要係10幾日喎，屌你！
你又唔係換得多喎，仲要
用一粒㗎咋，屌你老母！
陰啲咁樣。
一粒真係蝕麻乸都唔夠。
但你又要換喎。
真係又要換，積少成多啊！即係做任算啊！屌，
做咩任啊？
花雲咯，
咁快，
好撚西啊
！OK 啦，其實唔低啫。
跟住手比6個，
靠拉越難啦，唔會輸㗎啦！佢要打面，士氣高強啊！
都真，士氣高強都真。
我睇下條鼻喺邊。唔係冇嘢做啊，唔係。哇！佢有咩喂 ？K1 我台更新咗，
更新咗咩？
懶係嘢咁樣咯，其實勁唔好睇嗰件嘢。你睇下喎，佢整咗啲界面啊嘛。係啊。啲女人先會咁樣整嘅，即係懶係嘢咁樣咧。但係教你睇喎，勁撚細都睇得。即係就嚟係嗰啲咧，
我發先，
哇，好核突啊！我唔中意呢啲。
係啊，係啊，好撚核突㗎。
即係個遊戲畫面好細啊，我冇。
係啊，好撚難睇啊，好辛苦啊。
Double pump coming in, RB now. Oh, that's gonna give them a lot of information. I don't know how many they heard off that, but they now know what's coming their way. Buzz still needs to come up good on this. He doesn't get what he needs. He can't fall away, and now he's trapped. He's got players pouring in. He's gonna get one. Can he try and back out from this? Oh, he can! Buzz with a second. The third would be Dreamy. 1 HP. He gets detained. How is he alive? Mitch desperately spraying in the king.
其實我發覺咧係殘障
We got 3v3.
咩？
即係唔係，即係即係。
哇，改埋名添喎 channel。
嗰個叫咩名啊？唔係即係日文嗰個，咩意思啊
？Karen Chang。
即係咩啊
？Karen 咯，真係。
Karen
醬。
Karen 醬。
即係佢個地圖咧，佢咁樣樣咧，屌講緊唔知 N 咁多次咧。我貼咗嘢中心，如果咁樣睇唔到晒成地圖嘅我夠。
係啊，好戇鳩啊！
講咗 N 咁撚多次啊！
我唔緊要啊。
企喺個攞頭位咧，睇唔撚到變晒啊，勁得戇鳩啊！咁樣
都未有心變勁，所以。
唔係嘅，幫人有心啦，但係冇幫人報亂嘅。
有心。
想咯，但係冇下一步，冇思考。
得個想字。
定係唔想啊？
冇思考應該。可能都唔思考，咁啊冇。
定係想變強，而唔係諗點樣變強，真係唔想變強咯，咁簡單。
溝第二個男朋友咪得咯。
真喎呢個。OK 㗎呢個。
高招啊！
我覺得可以。
嗰邊啊，係啊，死人啊嗰邊。
打完朗朗啦，終於。打完第一個朗朗。好開啊！開啊！哦，兩波。
GG，黐線滅打。
Mitch is sort of like, guys,
a
little help. I'm not entirely sure why Vision Strikers are still contesting.
佢真係想喂，真係老 K 啊！喂，阿 Buzz 翻嚟啊 ，Buzz 翻嚟啊！
唔好翻啊，唔好拉布啊！ 你咪撚叫佢翻啊，拉布啊唔好。
翻嚟完㗎啦。
唔好快輸撚咗佢開下張啦，屌拉布啊，因為有加時。
咁樣200P 啊！
真啊，唔緊要啦。
真啊，睇到。
都睇到嘅，200P。
200P 照睇。
其實自己要知佢有冇人死啫，睇有信。好波啊，不是。你
咁樣見到佢冇人死就得嘅。
哇！佢穿死啊！哇！佢點解佢唔肯？哇！屌你諗咩拉布？係啦，
冇分別。你喺咁多俾人攞 match point 係輸咗冇分。
好。
咪係咯，咪係咪拉布啊？屌你！game 夠嘅。
我發現咧出完嗰個 champion 把刀之後咧，好多人揸翻呢把爪刀。
係。唔係好多職業選手本來，你話職業選手定咩先？普通玩家先。
職業選手。
職業選手本來好多啲人都好中意用呢把。
係啊。
嗯。
咦係咯係。
佢係找到得嚟冇咩冇咁多花款啫，冇咁容易分心。
係 VS 嘅咯，嗰個我唔知邊個。
咩嘢？
即係話 carry KR 嗰個。
VX 嗰邊應該真係。
哇！
哇！你 RB 啊定係？冇對比冇傷害嘅，我發覺 Jet 呢啲嘢真係。不如 next set 咧，嗰個 next set 咧就係 KRU 隻 Jet 哇！真係廢到咧。 嗰隻 KRU 啊 ，Crew
咧，哇！真係佢隻 Jet 搞唔掂啊！真係咁都贏到有啲誇張咯。其實佢哋4個都幾勁，我覺得係要排到隻 Jet 咯。其實。佢嗱 Angie 太有問題咯。
但係 NG 打唔掂都打得贏唔得意嘅。
一時時咯。
佢冇揸追咯，佢揸 rifle。哇！揸 rifle 都可以嘅，我覺得。
係啊，揸追就係。
屌揸追等人哋死咗先出嚟打，屌你老味。
Crew 隻 Jeff 廢啲定係 Fisker 廢啲？
就 Fisker。
好難，係嘅，係 Fisker 廢啲。
喂，人哋贏撚咗 center， Fisker 唔會贏到嘅。
即係起碼佢係可以做到嘢出嚟，但係 Fisker 係你帶領唔到隊嘢勝利咯。即係有幾彎好關鍵嘅。
佢死都好關鍵嘅。
咪有時 Angie 做到殺咗2個咁咯。
哦。
同埋 cut 咗會有。
Fisker 都有喎，冇機會 cut 啫。
有啊，佢 crush 唔到啦。
勁啊 Wackoon
都冇 clutch 嘅都。
真係冇機會 clutch 根本就。連 clutch 嘅機會都冇。
好多1打4一打5機會嘅，好少 clutch。
有係好多1打4係咯，有一定有。睇1打4打5機會應該。好
多廢 round 咯 ，Wackoon 係好唔係廢 round 好廢啊係。冇嘅，咁人信嘅咩？ 冇3地都死喎。
喂，死咗佢！哇，真係上。
哎呦！哇，你一邊。
黐線啊！不可以補翻啲污名。
12-9啦。
終於做翻啲嘢真係。
12-9啦。
拉布咯，
投訴啲檢舉。
又係咪撚好加時輸撚埋添啊！屌你老母！又係加時贏又係。叫唔係拉布唔好意思啊！
好誇張喎，都唔好 Vanity。哇！真係，我覺得 Vanity 呢個 call 網問題，不過真係好一成功變成人咯，真係。其實我覺得佢呢個戲，即係佢應該係想留俾後邊嗰隻寶帶，因為佢想攞低嘅第一寶帶。哇！真係好黐線嘅係。 恢復啊，好得尊重呢個 call。
That's been a little dangerous with that stinger, but I feel like Vision Strikers are starting to get that pacing right, starting to feel out the game. Not really allowing many of these opportunities to present themselves anymore.
你俾10個啦，丁牙勁啊！屌，講撚咗好耐都唔撚信。
我都有時會用下嘅，但係唔知我寧願用神射咯，講真。
屌，我唔夠勁喎，用神射。
呢唔會唔夠勁喎，但係點解佢會用 Stinger 都唔明？佢玩自殺式襲擊。
唔知啊，佢可能中意，係咯，佢嗰啲可能咁。佢真係咁衝嘅玩法，可能 Stinger 會好過神射咯，係咯，即可能打法會影響咗。
又拎兩殺，
嚟啦！你 run 啊，係你 run 啊，係你 run 啊，13-10，定係12-10，定係加打加時。
太貓，首先頂個太貓先。
真係係我係太貓先啦，輸緊咗9場先有太貓。
合理嘅。
都合理嘅，係因為第5 round 贏咗啊，第5 round 贏咗有佢。
呢班係呢班唔贏，係呢班先緊要啫嘛。佢前面嗰啲輸都唔係好緊要。佢前嗰 follow 打得算 OK 嘅。
喂，咪 Cloud9 對 Cloud9嗌暫停，但係教練唔講嘢嘅。
俾自己就講咯。呢
個唔係
你講邊個阿叔嚟講？呢個唔係啊，呢個係阿 Seta 嚟嘅，韓國堂仔嚟噶嘛，佢入邊有個。你講邊個阿叔啊？我應該影下。
唔知啊，佢未影到。
再一次呢個咪。呢個係 Vanity 啊，呢個。
好似呢個。
Vanity 啊。
係咪呢個啊？
咩啊 ？Vanity 冇樣衰嘅算係。
哦。
Vanity 同 Mitch 應該入邊最唔樣衰。
Leaf 個樣真係冇得頂。
流浪漢，嗰個流浪漢嗰個。
You've pushed them as far. That first half looked impossible. I don't care who you are. If you're going to sit there and tell me after seeing Leaf and Zepper and everyone else having very good games, even individually, that was going to be then exactly the same scenario, you are out of your tree. This, though, is a different look from Vision Strikers. They've come back in, they've looked meticulous, clean, calm, collected. Can Cloud9 disrupt that now?
I think actually you can make the comparison. Xenon aren't playing bad on their
attack
either, so it's a real testament to Vision Strikers stepping up here. Buzz,
still catching one!
No fear swinging through that.
Still one to the good, even in this post-plant that's going to be coming in pretty shortly. I'm looking towards that lurk, up by Spawn though. This could be
Fantasy 仲企喺呢個位㗎。
Was right. Let's have a little look. Do they catch
我有機會屌緊一波 KO 喎。
He sees one. Oh
no! 哇，屌！
He's called Zeta over. Stack still stands. It's a 3v3. That could have been a disaster.
係入邊得兩個人就西入邊，佢知道。
哇！我 Fantasy 想去邊啊？
大 play 啦！
想翻去中㗎？
係啊，佢想大 play 啊！
都唔改次啦。
打啦，快打啦！
要咗大技都開埋咯，軍改次啦，真係。
To the wall, rifle to hand, he fights one, he's desperate for some more. Zepper now, oh, Zepper comes out of nowhere, somehow the 1v1, how is it down to this? How is it down to this? Vanity, fight stacks, and heartbreak at the very end there.
咁樣揼咗9場，揼咗9 round。
哇！笑你，哇肥到個 lift。 咁成個出個手咁啲身形。
等我陣。
They kill onto Mitch and they fully invest in that flank. They know that there's going to be a lack of flank control on that. They come through and Vanity, again, so disconnected. I thought it was all going to go amiss there in those first couple of Vandal taps. Didn't find much on the other end of it, but draws the attention. Like I said, Vision Strikers then want to pile on the pressure towards sight. And actually, fantastic hold there. Vanity has to start sprinting. He has to deal with the lockdown. He has to be there to bail out his teammates. And finally, they get it over the line.
Looking back at this entire map, though, we have seen Ascent been you know, pretty much at the back line. It's not really been brought out from either side. And maybe as to why it looks shaky on both sides to an extent. Yes, one team did pull off a mad comeback. The other had a fantastic first half. I wouldn't want to put my faith in this map for either side going forward, though.
I wouldn't know. You come away from this with probably more questions than answers. I don't see this as an ace up the sleeve almost. No. Cloud9 looked fantastic on the defense, but it was flat. It was lifeless for Vision Strikers. It wasn't them in the first half.
No, it wasn't.
There were two different teams here.
Yeah. I feel like we've seen literally a different map, like we changed between a different game altogether. However, it was a close scoreline, but you watch it back, it very much didn't feel that way at all. Both teams having exceedingly one-sided halves and unable to really convert too much, apart from that clutch at the end there that takes Cloud9 across the finish line in map 1. However, there is a split coming up next, if I'm not mistaken. This could be a different look. We'll have to see how this suits them if we get more of a traditional look at these two teams, because I feel, once again, that was a really uncharacteristic or just not quite what I expect from these two teams. So let's see what it looks like on that next map. So let's not hold up any more time. Let's hand it up to the desk after this break.
我知你坐緊咩凳？我想問。喂，又買到。
Yeah, that's true actually. But it would make sense for me.
Want to use smaller amounts of plastic? Then try these smaller sparkling water bottles. Actually, there's a fresher way. With SodaStream, make fresh sparkling water at home and save thousands of plastic bottles.
We DoorDash every day.
We DoorDash pet food.
We DoorDash groceries.
We DoorDash our favorite butter chicken on date night.
We DoorDash movie snacks.
We DoorDash pretzels.
We DoorDash celery.
We DoorDash our coffee.
We DoorDash flowers.
We DoorDash salt and pepper shakers.
We DoorDashed...
Why?
Why not?
We DoorDash everything. We DoorDash today.
We DoorDash twice today.
We DoorDash a lot, don't we?
And we don't even pay delivery fees.
We Dash Pass.
We DoorDash candles.
We DoorDash capsicum.
We DoorDash glitter.
We DoorDash hairspray.
犀利。OK。哦，即係 damage。係咩？以前係點嘅？以前係。
你講咩啊？
唔知啊，而家而家咧可以咧，你特定某啲英嗰啲技能嗰啲掣教唔同，下個版本。
哦。
之後就係咯，之後同埋你而家揀英嘅時候已經可以檢舉人同埋加人好友，下個版本係。
咁你話咩以前係點啊？你講咩啊？
咩以前係點啊？哦，以前係點嗰個係咧？佢話。咩咯？佢啲界面問題咯，即係佢撈緊入去嗰啲 screen， 即係嗰啲人嗰啲icon 咧會變翻大個啲喎。佢話以前係咁咩？我唔記得咗咯已經。佢話係改翻嚟嘅，因為佢話以前係啊，即係唔係 Q banner 嗰度咯，即係嗰啲你殺人睇翻 damage 都係大翻啲咯。冇英嗰啲 update 啊，唔得意嘅。真係冇嘅啫。
星野無名
咩嚟㗎？
其中一個路口。
Maybe it is a problem. That's why they did it. Must be a problem.
歐洲嚟睇下咯。
睇緊 K 雲台啊，黃山啊嘛。
溝女最張，哇屌！我自己都個名都真係飲乜酒，飲住嚟
笑啊！
People do it after the round is over sometimes. Yeah.
米高，冇續訂呢個仆街仔，冇續訂嘅兩位，就係另一個原之後。
Angles often off your teammate. That's so annoying.
佢應該得訂 Karen 圖撚晒錢佢應該覺得。仆街，樣都冇，丁都冇得打啊！
Right? They should give me like admin or whatever, and I should go through some of these reports. So I can ban some of these trolls on stream. Like give me like 100 reports, and I'll just go through them and figure out if people are trolling or not, and give them some bans.
Or if I'd rather see them kind of get pushed around and beat up a little bit, but still manage
Overwatch content, yeah.
That tells us two different things about a team, right? If you can get pushed around like Cloud9 just did and manage to finally shore things up,
哇！佢又係好真，好中意你最真嗰個顏色。
that's a lot of grit. And not every team can bounce back from that. There are so many rosters.
You have some experience from CS:GO.
佢全部 gear 都係粉紅色。斯博又係啊 ，mouse 又係啊，連啲界面都整到粉紅色。
For Cloud9 Blue, but I do want to talk about the KO. A KO versus KO. This is a treat. Let's take a look at the head-to-head actually with Zeppa and Stacks. We spoke about Stacks' KO already.
佢係啲懶係得意嘅啫，整啲台銀咧，以為好得意嘅，勁撚頭啊！如果你銀都幾個鐘張台啊，勁撚舒服。
假嘅。太大張咯，我都可以放嘅都係。唔係咯，係個界面問題咯。
We're gonna resume alerts for a bit. Thanks to everyone who subbed.
It was good. It was nice. It was clean. And yes, okay, got to highlight the fact that you couldn't always convert them. But that doesn't matter because if your role as one of the first engagements is to get in and get your job done of the entry, you did it. Regardless of how the the round turns out at the end, you can be rest assured you did your role.
Alphas 所有原來係 Alphas 所有班。
我咁明白唔到有隻上你事。
哦，係啊。應該啲人俾佢。
我知我其實好叻咯，所有嘢咧都係人哋出嚟之後我先咁
會唔開啦條友。
我諗緊係咪我電腦問題定網絡出現問題？
未翻雲開新 AC 已經係好方便，即係開新 AC 賺。你咁撚多場先到你。我應該去咗試咗大嘢。
Everything because again, Vanity said in that feature before, for a guy that doesn't really play much Valorant, he's kind of he touches good. Yeah.
Oh shit! He's doing my cosplay. I get like 10.
He is a leaf.
I get like 10.
You got there too. You understood the plan.
That's so fun.
The bridge was short. The bridge was very short.
But yeah, no, he's had a great series. But, they're in a position now with a 1 mil lead. And that is a fantastic start, Jess. You can't ask anything better than that.
And you need that on your
Stuff like this happens in high elo. I'm sorry, I don't watch clips for donations, but I appreciate it. I have it listed below.
I do predict Vision Strikers 2-0. They came in extraordinarily tired, slow, weak in that first half, and Cloud9 Blue is probably a little lucky after what we saw in that second half that they weren't firing all those cylinders we spoke about before. Because if you
Thank you though.
In Vision Strikers sort of direction, and well, now that they're warmed up, I'm just saying, split. Come on, Doug.
氣打都正常，唔係10分咯。不過應該係佢咁啱氣打再氣打得咁啱好細打得。
I got you, Panda. Yeah, it's alright. Maybe I'll watch it later, but yeah.
今晚係咪有巴塞？唔係喎，聽日先有。
聽日。
聽日先有。
今日係利物浦啊。
應該 A 咪唔使睇啦，贏啱。
冇意思啊，係。出咗線啦都。
英超係咪出晒啊？
出晒啦。
你曼聯都出咗。
出咗啦，曼
聯。Any inches away from the monitor do you sit? I don't know.
飛翻嚟啦。
四條出晒啦，英超。
我想問你哋咧，你坐嗰啲電腦凳係咩凳
？Maybe like 10 to 12.
唉。爛鳩民主燈咯，係坐喺度，如果超過2個鐘，咬條腰勁撚痛嘅燈。
I don't know, 8 inches, 8 to 10 inches, I would say.
我想買凳好耐啊。哦。
買咯，個香港易買少少咯，香港。不過好貴咯，我要換咯，係我張凳要坐到嗰啲。
For me, that's where I'm putting my analysis for that big.
I don't know if that was like supposed to be a weird question or what, but
偏咗有啲，同埋嗰張凳
你坐得爛咗，
佢向偏咗嘅咯，好明顯 feel 到個凳墊係向咗傾斜，
太重，坐姿太撚衰，
係坐啲太撚衰咯，係咯，你太重你最多都係壓扁佢，你坐得唔平衡先會令佢偏一邊嘅，係太衰咯，成日都唔
係啊，唔係坐姿好好，但係左邊屎忽特別重。
唔知啊，最出名嗰兩個牌子都有，但好貴咯。
H 字頭啊，
Herman Miller 同 Steelcase 其實都好嘅，都夠你坐10年嘅，其實真係。但係我咧就坐過，我覺得佢凳，我唔係覺得特別。
因為黎巴嫩的米高啊。
咩黎巴
嫩？你嗰啲凳咩啊？你嗰啲凳咩啊？
我嗰啲凳我真係特別好坐。對我嚟講，
但係我啲凳會強行幫你坐啱個坐姿。
係啊，嗰啲腰會實幫好多。
高啦賓，
不過唔緊要啦，遲啲爛咗。
只不過即係佢係咪即係佢一嚟啊，要跳到好貴咯。佢都冇中價位嘅啲嘢，好似真係好麻煩。咁我寧願買 cheap 嘢算啦。我諗有冇啲平嘢？
點解唔買好嘢？
太貴咯，因為即係點好嘅，我覺得唔係特別好坐之後咁貴。
可能襟坐啲咧，
幾錢啊佢凳
？3000蚊港紙啊，一下。
都唔係啦，最平即係佢貴嗰啲牌，因為6000至12000蚊一張咯。
最高階嗰啲10000張，
好撚貴啊，19000幾蚊㗎一張凳。
唔係3000零蚊嘅咩？我以為。
佢好撚算好平啊，3000幾蚊一張凳。
佢有好多模式㗎。
如果我以為3000幾蚊已經好撚貴嘅添，但係佢未出寫原來係。
最出名
佢咩金啊
，10000零蚊咯。
佢保護你條腰㗎嘛，你唔可以唔啱坐姿，你啱坐姿坐你坐唔到㗎嘛，佢揀。
又唔係嘅，又冇咁誇張嘅，我可以試坐過嘅。
佢貼翻你條腰㗎嘛，佢個 pan
不過係啊，會貼。但我冇識佢好多功能咯，會。
係啊，咩衝刺？
你見睇一張凳，佢成個背脊好似成啲骨碌咁樣嘅會，勁複雜呢張凳嘅結構。
咩？就係呢張嘢就係咩啊？6000蚊啊
？12000蚊呢
？10000零蚊啊！我屌！
呢張係最理論上係全世界最好嘅凳嚟㗎，戰筒凳嚟講。
咁撚癲，
好有槍喺後邊啊！
冇睇喎。
好多嘢教咯，但係我唔知係咩嚟，我唔知，我唔係好識。我上次去試唔係好識教，太多嘢撳啊！即係左邊又有啲嘢扭，呢邊有啲嘢扭咁樣。我想教腍啲佢嗰個，我感覺上好似一塊硬板咁，佢唔係。
好似教腍啲嘅。
佢係用氣壓嚟決定呢啲一支支嘅嘢應該係。呢樣係可以教嘅，屌你10000幾蚊，梗係多嘢教啦，大佬，咪先10000幾蚊啊！
鬼知咩？多大喺你出聲咯，屌！
嗱，佢最簡單嘅就係佢起碼呢啲牌座墊都有得褪前褪後，即係你有得決定係坐嗰個又幾長咯。呢啲好基本啊，即係呢啲嗰個。
呢個我知啊，呢啲。
好病嗰啲可以左右
整到
可以係啊，點都會啱到所有人。佢好似條脊椎咁咯，
肥喺柒特都啱坐。
TSM 嗰啲 gaming room 咪會坐呢啲咯，黐線。
I'm getting a rap again.
UK 多同埋。
But what I will say is that this is a different look for Vision.
Herman Miller.
This is not
垃圾凳嚟得咯。
呢個好錯嘅。我想買垃圾凳，但係邊啲垃圾都嚟唔轉頭。
知你嗰度可以有得揀嘅喎。香港好撚多垃圾凳可以買。
係啊，香港多啲啊。咩實惠牛費咯，原來啲人成日理解。
They've run the Viper here before, one time, just one time, but they've decided to bring this back. Is this what they needed, Jess? Do you think this is the winning composition?
I wrote down in my notes here that usually they play the Jet, the Killjoy, Asher, Spy, Sage. You know, we saw it against Gambit, and then I put this tiny little asterisk.
用完燈打機，
They also run Raid.
限制自己打機時
That's the
間
one。missing formula that Vision Strikers
接
don't
燈
do, and I'm like, I wonder if they did.
坐1個鐘即刻屎忽到痛，
接燈
即刻唔打。
冇 plan。
Well, Vision Strikers, they're on the brink of being eliminated out of this tournament. They have to win here, Pansy and Hypok, to stay alive.
我屋企好撚多嘅
Yes, they certainly do, and a pressure
我記到好多，仲要唔平嘅添個底。
係啊係啊係啊，啲
Now,
好似
Apa-apa
差到
observations
嘅。
here. Hypok, what stood out to you in this one?
係咁噶啦，勁
如果你4隻腳唔撚平嘅，好似實驗室啲燈咁樣做。最撚唔中意出實驗室啲燈，張張都唔撚平。
Pretty much all in a slow approach initially, though, on the back of it. No
幾好啊！
confirmation
就日日瞓覺，
係啊，要揾人遮住，唔夠。
瘋狂瞓覺，我自然喺前面頂住。
屌，要啲女人一條遮撚住先瞓到嘅，全個實驗，全個法堂都我哋兩個瞓到覺嘅，其他人都瞓唔到。
係咩？後排嗰啲唔係夠瞓嘅咩都？
後排啊！ 後排夠膽瞓咩？後排都見到㗎佢，俾人捉到係 GG 嘅喎。
都係我哋，不過其實係我哋前面冇台，所以先咁樣睇都合理嘅。雖然應該都唔係好合理。
咩叫前面冇台咁樣睇？
即係前面冇台，但係我哋要望住阿 Sir， 跟住但係又望住課，即係望住本書咁樣，所以恰低少少個頭都係好合理。即係本書你冇得拎起長嘅拎住本書啊，擺本書喺大髀度嘅話，理論上啊。
喂，好癲喎！頭先冇睇到喎，最
有啊，
棒棒棒 ，step 勁撚到。咩啊？
錯一字嘅，佢唔係 set 牌錯一字咯。
上一排。
鬼嘢幾好笑喎！哦，炸死晒啦！
哇，死晒！哇，幫炸彈會叉電啊！屌，
係啊，
叉電啊！屌，死咗個唔應該死嘅人。
一下點算就好恐怖啊！錯一下。
第3彎有大啊！
真啊，草蜢四兄弟，
差電黐孖筋，
出一支，出一傑，出一威，出一爬，
做乜撚嘢啊佢哋？死都唔好死俾佢啦，又要死啊！即係俾佢又要死啊！咁呢一彎有機會輸喎，俾炸緊幾個大槍都輸，
真係可能第3彎都未必穩贏。 本來就唔係穩贏嘅，第3彎就見到更加唔係穩贏。
真啊！又係 combo， 吸一個就炸崩。
本身呢啲嘢係 PS 做嗰啲，
真啊！
呢啲咁自然嘅應該係 PS 先搞嘅。
都話已經打起咗個士氣啊！靠，
可能真係。
從來未再咁想贏卡拉。
爽賺啊！賺鳩咗8鳩幾萬，跟住又贏到，最大贏家49。
卡拉係賣張合約俾佢。 哦，係喎，係喎，係喎，
咁唔係先路賣嘅話，我問個人俾你，我俾錢話唔係。
真係卡拉真係成為最大贏家喎，可能真係。
都得啦啦，120萬啦。
不過見到，
哎呀，嘥有少大啦。
真啊，就炸個 Marco 殘血，但係已經回翻。
屌你幫人哋叉電咗，
叉電。
冇啦，Mitch。
remove some of these rifles at least. Buzz stands strong, finds his third. So the last one to find. Does have a phantom, so I don't know he's going to opt to hold on to this. Again, taking no damage either, so no shield repurchase required just yet. He's looking curious. Might even catch them on the retreat away here, but just damage done. Nothing else to write home about. So Vision Strikers again will stop the momentum we saw on Ascent.
哇，450把係咩事啊？
啱先500比啊，啱先未計料啦。
殺得少啫啦。
It's unfortunate he doesn't find this kill towards L. Left Marco down at about 30 HP, but again, best case scenario there, he catches a couple drifting out through main. Vision Striker's able to navigate their way around.
What?
I love seeing player cams, like properly. Like I know it's such like.
等大佬幫手啊，跳翻走無情新巴舞先。
Actually get to see these players and Zeppa 8-1.
不走不滿。
Feeling the game, but
咁所以我淨係識唱翻呢首歌。
真咩？
真啊！
我真係淨識呢首《無情新巴舞》啊嘛。
你仲識啲咩？
係轉身。
哦，
唔係話嚟嗰個咩？
我知啊，嗰個 show 嗰個主題嗰個啊，都識嘅，但我完全唔記得點唱我知好多啊，因為我喺鋪頭播歌嗰陣，成日播啲草蜢啲歌。
草蜢咁撚黐線，
咁啱啫。我播咗啊，我嗰啲係啊，
傳銷嗰啲。
係啊。跟住但係我播草蜢，佢哋有聽過㗎。
嗰個咩？永沒有被淡忘，對不起啊嘛，仲有嗰首。因為深深我哋咯，係啊，咩也許現在話以後定係全級嘅。
唔得啊！我淨係識無情新巴舞同埋佢幫呢個妹姐做換舞咯。
徒弟嚟㗎嘛？
我知啊。跟住其他都唔知啊。
其實許志安都係，但我唔知點解套戲冇許志安。
嗯。出唔到咁多人啊。
See if you can maybe play a little unorthodox on this plant, which I'd really like to see.
冇所謂啦，反正都冇乜氣氛嘅，
都唔係重點。
佢都冇放過入去。
Oh, the trigger discipline. I thought that's great.
Wow,
deal. Same position. That could have been huge for him.
And that's the thing, so like I said, he either goes aggressive to try and find the kill, or trigger discipline there to ultimately find the second and I guess at least confirm the location.
都要罰㗎 ，LL 嘅話。
唔係啊，佢哋隊內唔係好想人講粗口，你講粗口梗唔會罰啦。即係你咪出講唔罰。
咁咩點樣講先罰咧？
嚇唔係啊，韓國隊唔想俾佢哋好撚粗俗啊嘛，佢唔俾佢講粗口嘅。
咁鬼粗鄙嘅韓國人竟然嘅。
係啊，佢哋成日先咪睇到你試就係忍撚住啊嘛要。
即係要斯巴魯就係全句。
係啊。
It looks like a pacey piece coming in for Buzz. Going to try and lead by example here, but the wall we keep them somewhat safe behind for now. Trying to clear the site.
哇！一棍都冇，人呢？哇！真要死黐線！
走。
俾你。
Away, but the site is theirs and the spike plant is down.
Full 5v5 retake here. But again, two players actually stacked pretty deep on A main.
Look at these posts. Oh, the adjustment. Zeppa, how did you bring that spray back into control? There is a second layer to this they may not expect, but it may be beyond the point if this keeps going this way. Regardless, RB and Stacks in unison. Between them, leaving this guy could do nothing about it, and that eventual flank coming in that second layer to those deep holds that you were talking about did come in useful towards the end, and a lot behind that though for that A piece to come out.
And again, it's a stark contrast from what we saw on Ascent right there. Right off the bat, it's decisive from Vision Strikers. They know exactly.
我啱先 RB 而家都 Marco 女嘅。
And again, there's follow up.
咩啊？未
straight away are able to garner sight.
啱先 RB 女，而家都 Marco 女。
Comfortable, pretty comfortable. Again, other than that one kill Zeppa's able to find it.
輪流女。
In question at all, RB and Stacks dig their heels in on sight.
The money down enough though. So they can be down to 2 sheriffs, Frenzy, Bucky in a classic. hard to bring that into maybe a viable position, but you can see what their intentions are, trying to maybe pinch towards middle if they can, sit on those closer angles. And on the other side, you want to make sure you're not working in towards that stack.
Strikers now slow things down a little bit, again anticipating this purchase.
A
little bit weird on the other side. Zephyr actually going to be put under a lot of pressure. The paint shell going to do too much damage, and Buzz will punish it.
Yeah, Buzz starting to really feel out this game. Sitting towards the top end of the scoreboard, going to keep working forward as well. Mitch does find RB, but it's a quick trade, so none of that danger could really mount to much.
The
spike does get through safely. Plant comes in, and there's 2 players running back from CT. Buzz does get checked off, but it doesn't matter. Buzz, oh, the composure is key. The man is the king of it. Leap takes him down, but there's that second string, that next layer. And Vision Strike
反毒啫嘛，偽毒嚟嘅，一睇就知。
傻鳩嚟㗎，佢唔係啊！你誤會咗佢啦，你真係。佢毒撚嚟嘅啫，真係。
會成日由頭到尾俾人話佢換女換到快到嘔啦，
冇㗎，佢冇換女㗎。
咩？
講下你唔識嘅人咯。冇㗎，真係冇㗎！你唔好以為好撚聰明，佢好撚柒蠢㗎佢。
我冇話佢聰明喎，
就係毒撚嚟㗎，就係唔撚係溝死女嗰啲嚟㗎。
知不過好多緋聞㗎，但係
好多緋聞。啲
細毒咯埋，
實況搞下話題。
我未見過真毒咁多緋聞咯。
仲有啲咩緋聞我唔知。
佢成日多啊！佢哋嗰啲好似有新女啦，聽人講已經。之後成日又同嗰個咩 K7 一齊玩。
老闆嚟㗎，屌！
阿 K7 係佢老闆啊？
係啊，屌
！K7 係咩
？K7 一個 K7 咪海奇咯，即係一個實況主咯。
點解佢係老闆咧？佢開公司
經理人公司咯，係啊，佢開咗經理人公司啊嘛。總之佢係員工啦，總之就係
K7 隻狗啊，
係咪 K7 狗咁樣 K 隻狗係啊，老闆嚟嘅屌。K7 係咩喎？但係我有好多例子，即係一開始係唔開嘅。即係佢戴緊住口罩咁樣開台，都開咗好耐嘅，日打到死。
其實
唔係啊，老奶㗎啦，即係一開始開唔到奶係啊。
應該以前好肥嘅，之後減肥
都肥肥地啊！依家都肥，但唔係肥婆咯。
唔知，總之好多八卦咯。
紅啊嘛。
Hey, night and day, we said it before, those retakes coming out from Cloud9 on map 1 were perfect, picture perfect, you could say. This time, Vision Strike is way better equipped. You see way better crossfire, you're seeing everything stick in the right place.
And composed as well. Again, just this 10 to 15 seconds, they're happy to sit deep and greet C9.
笑下啫，睇圖嘅主要有歡樂啊嘛。
Now I think actually that's going to quell C9's desires to obviously.
佢都唔會話好成日同女仔玩，即係
開就瞓覺算啦。
開台瞓覺基本啦，呢啲就真係。但係係女人先有。拗晒頭，開瞓覺係唔知係想點。打機。
Thrifty round, 3 survived, 3 upgrades. And again, I actually think Marco threw the Viper's pit in there. I'm pretty sure I heard the sound clip, but desperation there for Vision Strikers to try and turn that back with the initial first blood on the back of the showstopper. Buzz having the blindness so far, 13 and 6, and he's opened up so many of these rounds.
Yep.
Look at that, the byproduct here. The Seeker's the only thing not available for C9, invested in that previous round, again, reactively based on them finding a couple of kills. But just like that, the pendulum swings. C9 back.
跟住有半實力台喎，又唔係綜藝台，又好笑。呢嘢真係最殺食，實力台又好笑。
Buzz again in this serious position. This time around, nobody from Cloud9 wants to entertain the possibility. But a bit of an adjustment here with Mitch coming over towards B side.
六刀冠軍啊！ 柒啊！我覺得紅色。
It's the response to losing mid control. You want to push somewhere, get a bit of space back.
遲啲會少啲人用嘅，因為
They have been exploited a couple of times. You
聽
can
視
see
學
Cloud9
位嗰
getting
支又
pinched
咪
into this. Not the first time for it. Valentine very aware that's a case. There it is. There's the address of the issue. That may be a little over the top for Zeppa, but we'll take it at this point.
感覺好似應該要
Now,
殺死。
Sax, King, and Marco, they had mid control. They couldn't quite find that conversion towards the A site. Where's the next layer to this? Is there any hope left? Is there anything left for them to try and bring through here? I think that ramp control could be the first step onto this, maybe clear towards heaven, but there's so many players now on towards this side of the site.
Yeah, they've got themselves a 3v3 if you cut it that way. He can tuck himself in. Actually,
好撲街我聽時，俾説話隊友聽咯，最太咯。佢俾説話隊友聽。
冇啊！佢全部都話自己玩得廢。有咩？
佢知俾説話隊友聽咯。
佢話自己玩得廢都要俾説話隊友聽。
係啊，啲情緒勒索啊，綁架
黐線。
少少都係好啦，如果玩得好啲就好啊。你哋已經做得好好噶啦。
隊友都算係咁啊，真係。
Storm's 幾勁。
To my question will be no at this point, still being enough of a danger and a threat from heaven. Zeta's trying to deal with it. Marco so sharp, so quick on this. Mitch pushes out, does so well though. Finds the perfect reply as King. Now needs to put on the crown and live up to that name. They haven't got it to halfway yet. Oh, through the smoke! And now the follow-up. He's on it.
King!
Oh my god, what has he done? Vanity! Has he got the time for it? Yes, he does!
屌劈佢啊！衝埋去。
By Vision Strikers there, he finds the first through the smoke, tries to close the distance there, but Vanity able
有機會劈得死
to
我啊！
split second find that half. And then
冇咯，佢用槍殺唔死，好難咩？劈得死嘅。
For Vision Strikers here.
掹槍要時間啊嘛。
佢唔係啊嘛，佢攞槍入去喎。佢攞槍入去㗎嘛。
佢可以側邊咁。 即係
佢就係唔知
內線咁樣都劈柒佢，咁佢一定喺個泵嗰度啦。內線
佢就驚佢唔係啊，佢落去就知佢唔係啦。佢如果知喺個泵嗰度射鳩出去啦。
咁狗劈啫嘛，都係。
黐撚線，劈乜春嘢？
劈中一刀就佢死㗎啦。佢都唔知你喺邊界衝落去，佢都以為你會用槍咁，佢話一刀槍。 佢睇佢步，即係佢目的就係阻住佢啫嘛，咁你可以阻耐啲，佢未必成日做。
咁你唔好劈佢，得回旋跳喺度逼佢喺度，對面又喺度玩。
咁費事佢硬啲啊嘛。
黐線。
其實可以喎，真係喺個煙度回旋跳。
其實係可以嘅，其實即係好似平積咁啫嘛。不過其實佢唔係，佢落得去就係驚佢唔喺個波嗰度啊。佢就所以
但佢唔喺個波度就輸㗎咯。
一定喺個風度啦，
佢聽到第一下生 Q 唔係高音聲噶嘛，即係唔係嘅，佢聽到最後一下生 Q 唔係高音聲。
唔係呢個唔關事，呢個唔關。佢係佢第一下係跌都係零開始跌嘅。
咁咪咯。
其實佢應該唔落去咯。其實啲韓仔好撚冇 boss 嘅，其實係應該要穿嗰個位。
係咯，佢第一隻夠膽穿，第二隻唔夠膽穿啊。
屌你穿唔中咪穿唔中
咯，穿唔中劈窒佢咯，我覺得可以。
不過你咁樣傻豬。
咁冇間屎屌劈柒佢話，即刻上 high 低。
劈唔中都上 high 低。
應該唔會應該。
劈得中唔中都上 high 低。個位。
There is that push out through B main. Keep your eye on Vanity taking this space back. I like that Cloud9 is still looking for these next layers, the next answers if they need to go towards it.
係咯，其實佢一定係識緊個幫嘅，其實佢應該要穿咯，其實係真係好撚冇吉啲韓仔。係咯，咁佢其實你知道識緊個幫咪唔使落去啦，起碼 spray 埋嗰10幾粒彈先啦，可以。
真㗎。
Full faith on that utility, and now he's in trouble. Has to call over support.
你照 plan 死角位都唔夠膽穿，黐線嘅真係。
The sky by his side, and delivers a bullet to the chest towards Marco. Waiting for the next layup and next player to come in. Turns the flash, still flying the drop down, but they're super close now. The cross comes in, the wall goes up, and Vision Strikers want to get that plant. RB WATCH gets lead. They're bounding in front of him. Mitch goes, alright, you want to do it? I'll do it too, no worries. And now a 2v.
一下都冇打過㗎，但係對 Beach。
係啊，但係我覺得佢個準星已經好近佢個頭咯，見到。
The pressure will come through and catch a flash as well.
But do they still clear it? Do they still keep this in mind? Stax gets away with one. He needs more though. Flash comes in, confirms that there's still a player above, and he hasn't noted it. Now he knows. But the defuse, the spike is not planted.
又行唔到過去，聽嗰個位。
As Cloud9
攞4 round 就係咁啦，你哋已經。
停止無謂嘅抵抗，請你哋。
張圖算係咁啦。
Mitch does absolutely what's necessary. Again, you're looking him to
one
kill, slow things down a little bit. On the way in, buy time for that rotation. But again, it's interesting to see you noted it with Vanity Cloud9 leaning heavily away from mid after that round where Buzz punished that early round aggression. But C9
跟住 KRU crew
瘋狂無謂抵抗，唔小心抵抗到夜埋。
係 Sentinel 同無謂嘅抵抗啊！嗰啲係，請你講清楚。
crew 唔係 KRU。即係講清楚個名。
KRU 唔係 crew， 我成日覺得 crew 先係唔係佢真正個名，好白痴。
Again, we have this walk into B main. This time, Zeppa and Vanity. Love this counterbalance of where Vision Strikers have been happy to meet Cloud9.
俾翻 crew 一啲尊重。
Picking up that map control elsewhere. Now ultimately, it leans heavily on Vision Strikers converting this.
It does. I still love this defensive-sided approach from Cloud9. It's really sitting well with me. I like them getting proactive, looking for differences, trying to take space and territory back. And it's, I guess it's the polarizing side or the other side of the coin of we're not going to fight for mid, so we have to keep that space on the other sides of the map, which they're doing.
Vision Strikers are ready though, look.
Now this is the first time I'm really seeing them find a bit of comfort on this one. They've gotten way further out towards heaven. No one is there to match it. Mitch is aware of this. He's going to talk towards Bill. Careful now. He almost got noted. Has to sit back and respect this as they take the site once again.
呢副 heaven 咯。又係 plan 嗰個位啊。
plan 個位唔敢穿衣，不如冇 plan。
真啊！嚟啦，5打5。咁咩？
咁唔係佢 plan 嘅。
First port of call, but actually it stacks in combination to be able to deliver to. Now Valenti and Zeta, and it's not looking like it's going to come up their way. Already Valenti's making a dash for Vision Strikers this time. Dig in deep.
仆街又拉布 ，Safe 要拉布啦，又俾你拉到30秒。
敗走。
This is the first time I think I've seen Vision Strikers look really solid in that post plant, at least on that A piece. We saw a couple of nice post plants on the B side. The crossfires were able to hold. I haven't really seen it here.
And it's tough, really, when Cloud9 lean away from A, it leaves Mitch with an operator, and it's awkward for him to peek when they know that it's going to be. Well, I say the majority. In this scenario, it's all 5 members of Vision Strikers charging towards A side. Like I said, previous in that other round, when there's time and there's a little bit of space, again, expect him to just dip in, maybe look for one kill like he did previously, and then make sure they have numbers in that retake. But here the Cosmic Divide goes up, and there's nothing for him to do. He has nobody there to flash through for him. There's no advantageous peak.
This could not be more of a stark contrast to that first map's halftime score. If this goes, what, 6-6? And I feel like it may do at this point. Unless there is an adjustment to deal with that presence we've now seen coming through rope consistently. Now lean towards A. Once again, Buzz doing what he does best, 15-8. He is having a dreamy game. This guy could not be happier. Maybe another round could just push it over the edge a little.
Again, with this lesser purchase, no ultimates available for Cloud9 either. Mitch actually did just grab that orb from B main, so lockdown is online. Again, Vision Strikers drifting back towards this A split that's caused so many problems.
I've got your trail.
He could be invested.
It's not surprise that there'll be a player or two towards heaven, but the surprise is that Zep has already gone down. Now Leaf can be put in a bad predicament. RB right there, Res comes through as well. So they've not absolutely nothing until now. For the second, not to be And there's the denial. We are tied up all even at 6-6.
And again, just to see Vision Strikers look
死完又死阿 bus，
more in control.
啲嘢飛來
Like I
嘣
said,
死
everything's
咁
done with
樣。
intent. They're following up on everything that they can gain in terms of map control, in terms of shutting C9 back towards these sites. It's night and day, honestly. And again, actually, it makes me very concerned for the second half here for Cloud9.
It certainly does. Much
其實阿川真係好現
different
實
look
喎
from map 1. Let's hand it over to the desk
嗯
to remind
佢已經冇再同 Karen 玩。
點解？
因為佢太廢啦，應該。
係啊，係咁咯。
排位都有差距啦，已經開始。
你而家先知咩？而家先知好現實咩？
會啊，先知。
咁咪咯，你第一個知㗎你。佢發現新大陸咁嘅講到好似。
又多樣嘢印證嗰件事
嘅啫。就係掉俾印證到啦，講經咩？
淨係掉俾印證到？
咩啊？
咩意思？
定係掉俾到印證到佢幾現實啊？
咩意思啊？
你咩意思啊？
即係點解？
由呢個咩扮開一次台，叫佢開台，跟住又成日同佢打機。
I mean, he's got pretty good teachers on this team. You know, back in the day when Glow used to play race here.
跟住仲要，即係你唔知咧，叫做循例反咗面之後，跟住但係又繼續一齊玩咁樣。
咁呢個唔關佢事啊，我覺得，即係唔算
掉俾自己單方面。
都係嘅。
其實都冇反到面啊，其實我哋覺得佢哋反咗面啫。
真啊，佢都噏下
得個
你
講字啫，係咯。
More comfortable in favor of Vision Tracker, so for Cloud9 a 6-6 half year, all things considered.
李生已經做咗出台 fans。
真啊，高薪出賣咗我哋。
你冇得唱，好笑就係啦。
雙重間點啊而家。
double spy。
我喺唱歌台嚟啊！
邊個知啊？你之前有開緊台啊？
開個半個鐘啱啱先到。係秋天的孩子，入禮拜日的米高已經喺度，但係秋天孩子都喺度。
嗰啲係一定啦，佢係咩啦？
黎巴嫩的米高啊！佢啱先係
孩子啊 ，Kevin 都喺度。
佢啱先喺 Karen 台度啊！
有邊個？
黎巴嫩。蘇拉賓嗰啲一開台啊，真係夠衝啊，黐緊線。
佢哋應該係好享受嗰啲細台咧，即係永遠為你服務咁樣嘅嗰種感覺。因為大台你基本上講嘢，佢一定係唔夠你。樣都冇啦。
定買啦，你照買啊！
蘇拉賓起碼都有得打，即係對佢哋講。
呢個有邊個唱歌啊？
呢個唔知啦，
我知唱歌咁嘅聲嘅。
唔知啦。
阿知講嘢咁嘅聲嘅咩？好似同我印象中有啲出入嘅已經。
佢話佢支咪唔用咗嘛。
哦。
Damage trade-off actually initially Mitch going to get tagged up a little bit on that cross.
定佢扮嘅，唔講你把聲。The man with the fake 做咩？
Pretty awkward, no regrowth available here.
唔知咧，可能係啊。
根本就討論啲人，好沉。
真啊！真。
正啊，討論佢，好玩啊！
音樂台。
啲咁賤嘅人真應該要真係。
佢咁賤都有10幾個人睇啦，冇所謂嘅。
7個啫，7個啫。10幾個因為你哋入咗嚟睇。
肯定一唱完之後，嗰幾個即刻賴撚到出晒面。啊，隻歌好聽啊！你點解唔做歌手啊？
咁太誇張！
屌，肯定會啦，講經咩？
香港樂壇有救啦，係咪要咁？
咁啊，太誇張咁
樣。不如留言留呢句，香港樂壇有救啊，幾好笑。
咁啊，太誇張咁樣。
留啊！ 留一留。
係幾有趣嘅呢個留。
留啦，打緊打。香港哦。
Now Buzz, the main man himself, works his way back. He's got Marco as well.
即刻入翻佢個台先。
The jump peak will give away one position, but where's that crossfire? Is it in place?
即刻入翻佢個台先，睇你哋嘅 comment 係啊。
Marco striding in.
A real back and forth there, and again almost feels desperation for.
Yes.
Again, the trades work out favourably eventually, but.
喂，碟聲嘅前線。
哦，你要睇。
我睇佢點樣覆你㗎嘛？我唔開聲，我唔知佢點樣覆你㗎嘛。
哦。
佢見證歷史時刻。
佢唔會啊！佢唱完首歌先睇肯定。OMG 最佳位置啊，已經拉到。
唔係撚推一啲人，
呢首歌叫最佳位置。
歌咯，陳偉林嗰首好出名。
仲有3分鐘啊！屌！
梗係啦。屌佢唔撚口
水，留下給我這位置，你想我。
No, that's very notable, even in that very first round. So.
應該會聽過呢首歌。
唔知嚟㗎。
呢首歌邊個唱啊？
陳偉林咯。好舊啦。未聽過都好正常，即係呢個年紀。
我聽過就係，我覺得好神奇，我完全唔知我自己聽過呢首歌。
咁我唔知你應該聽到啦。
但我聽過咯，就係，咪 chorus 咯，可能個 chorus 記得咯，淨係，可能係嗰啲串燒入邊唔想播過。我發現好多人用揾到王者啊，
正常啦。
我揾到你知幻象幾好，我成日執你個位，
我覺得幾好，我都係嘅，幾好用啊！我覺得係。
緊要係嗰個人死咗個聲好明顯，我覺得最好。
我買親佢啲 skin 都好，我買親佢啲 skin 都好高質。
係咩咯？唯一唔好之幻象就我覺得佢擺吊飾個位置唔係幾好，擺太前嘅啲槍，搞到好似喺個槍頭咁吊住啲咩咁。
原來 shit 係打平音。
其他人，
邊係打平音？
平音。
00後唔係00後好多打平音喎，原來 shit 係00後嚟嘅。
唔係啊，有人留言咁樣講。佢係00後。
係啊，我都估唔到佢咯，原來細佢咁多。唔怪之佢啲00後咁好傾啦。
冇咁細個已經咁撚賤。
咁成呢啲嘢。no cap no cap， 喂放長啦師兄，係啦，哇好波哇，好尷尬你。nice。阿 B。佢覆你未喂？喂係咪覆你啦？
唔係啊。
咩啊？佢未覆你。
等緊佢覆過嚟啊！屌。睇聊天室啊！
冇咁講啦，冇咁講。
佢係咪覆你啦？
其實係咯，我覺得香港樂壇都有幾多。
我冇咁講。
哦，佢有覆緊你啊！佢我諗尷尬，
好認真。
係咯，咁撚認真做 GM9啊！都好似我係一個傻鳩咁樣。
真係好有 feel。
真係。
佢應該真係當我係傻鳩。
冇俾佢停。我係時候要諗下唱咩歌先。
OK，你呢個唔得，智力差距差太遠。 大家唔係同一條線上面，搞到呢個對話好白痴。
真係咯，明明係玩緊交，唔知做乜嘢，交好撚白痴嘅。
咁喺度唔好咁講啦，唔好咁講啦。屌做咩啫？屌佢咪真係覺得自己真係有救。
拗撚第一好撚尷尬成件事。唔喺同一個頻譜度，大家。
佢最少有人入嚟唱，佢開台位唔係為咗自己唱。 開頭為咗等人嚟唱，跟住免費 content， 好難聽。
而家都冇 content 㗎啦，
慘
邊有 content 啫？
點我哋叫吊臂入嚟唱？
調咯，調俾佢誒，佢唔係叫人入嚟唱，應該係自己唱緊。
唔係啊，佢話點解冇人入嚟唱㗎？我唱到好攰啊！
仆街啦，得個10幾個人，你唱咗幾人？
真啊，仲有幾條友係入嚟我搞事嘅，仲有幾條友入嚟搞事嘅，仲話咩，跟住仲有啱先有仲話咩唔敢唱。
咩唔敢唱？
有個 comment 話咩啊？我嚟聽你唱嘅，唔敢入嚟唱嘅。
佢爆位，終於爆西啦！
死開啦！
真我死開啦！又唔係企住呢個位。
真啊，出一爬，左 Q 住晒出一爬。
做乜嘢啊先？
要食佢企喺個 pan 位度嘅開始。
企喺 default 嗰度啊！我最撚真係企喺 default 嗰度，我雖然成日都唔撚記得咗自己冇力 spike 企撚咗喺嗰度。
明明得嗰個位安全 pan， 即係如果有人嘅話。
唔會啦。
我好撚突啊！
我用 app 聽好勁電音，咁聽我唱嘅，因為我以為我一用電腦佢係。
唔得，我要咁樣做佢，我覺得先有啲。
全民造星就係撐串。
第班人因為
咩串啊嘛？
係佢玩到夠，呢個玩到，俾佢玩啦，呢個玩到啊！
咩啊？
佢話有黎班人都米高留言，全民造星第3次。
食屎咯咁樣，所以一定爆啦。你傳最基本啊，樣貌啊。
識嘢喎，聽衛蘭。會唱到好難聽。
Don't get to draw blood for it. King, so discipline there, not to overcommit to it. Jesus. Eats that flash. Blinded.
都唔係好識嘢啫，衛蘭，即係好基本嘅喎。
係啊。
咁聽咩先識嘢？
咁勁，衛蘭。
好似
好多人唔識你話。
冇咩人識咁好嘢，我唔知嘅。
都唔算嘅，我覺得即係咁啱衛蘭。
又唔係嘅，應該話冇咩人會講起佢咯，應該係話係咪冇乜人識嘅？
佢咩嘛？
電單車
唔係成日出歌嘛，慘啊！
都係。RB。
哇！啊！扯撚住多，扯撚住你。
鬥級。啲白兩金唱歌，識唔識唱？識聽。
喂，屌你唔好咁撚大聲啦！又唔好聽，屌你！
做緊 remix 啊！
又唔係好難聽嘅，唔係好聽。
咁就難聽咯。因為本身呢首歌。
好怕醜啊！唔好咁講。哇！
又或者咩咯？又或者係本身唱得太好聽，所以佢唱得好難聽，顯得。
哇！佢真心交換佢真係，佢以為真係認真。
Consider what Cloud9 want to do with this because they haven't really found an answer yet.
香港啲明星玩得多，搞笑。太幾好搞笑，講得勁撚多。
咩啊？佢話咩啊？
佢話香港啲明星唔係玩得好多，除咗 Miwa 之外。
傻撚咗佢應該。哦，RB。
因為揾得唔多，根本唔係明星其實。
真啊，銀星都揾得唔多啲叫。
真
啊。RB。
Oh, checking out the sign at the same time.
Check it out.
You love to see it.
今日咁強，話語市場。
翻讀咩比咯？可能佢係講緊係外國嗰啲就可能真係差啲嘅。
大市場啦，咁係咯。佢冇理由同 Michael Jackson 比啊嘛，即係
可能就係咁諗，佢冇乜問題㗎。睇佢點睇嘅啫，都好似你睇開英超，你都唔講香港啲足球咁啫嘛。
咁但係自然個難度又係幾廿，更加係仲難啦。你冇咁多 Michael Jackson， 即係一個 Michael Jackson 啫嘛。
唔係咁嘅意思，係講緊你，即係唔係 Michael Jackson 嗰啲級數。屌你 rap 外國美國啲 rapper 都勁撚恐怖啦，大佬。嗰啲都10幾個啦，即係一線。
係啊，但係個人數多咁多。
係啊，所以咪話睇佢點睇啊，其實都唔問題嘅呢個。
你好似殘 cheat 喎你 cheat 嘅人喎好似。
我喺度試緊你咋，呢啲雙重間諜。
你先係喎，好似你好幫佢喎你。
你喺度扮喺度即係咩？有明刀明槍喺度狂反，我都唔知係真定假，你知唔知啊？我而家好
樂基先生，屌你樂基先生唱歌。
盧信肯定咩啦？盧信肯定純粹係想食花塞啦。
佢間諜嗰啲有好危險啊！
我危險。
佢嘅立場純粹係一個花生油。
哇 ！Big Whip 係再 Whip 多啲啦，唔好打啦。
我有普通話版。
要特登唱啊，踩佢場啊！
我知道你唱都唱得咁勁，
搞咁多嘢啊！
你咪成日有人讚你唱歌好聽喎。
係㗎，
係㗎，我唔知嘅點解。
我咁講啫。
咩啫？禮貌啫，讚我好聽嗰啲係。冇咩好讚咪讚我唱歌好聽啊！
長嘢係咩歌？
咩啊？
長嘢
唔識㗎。
咁撚聲你有錯撚晒聲，我唔中意啲錯住聲唱。
樂基先生啊嘛，
真係樂基先生。
我夜信 I 歌手，
唔識
填咗做廣東話詞，不過係囚人添詞。
大文豪，我現時自己肯做飯。
One thing I will say actually about both sides, great in-game leaders, coaches beside them doing work as well. So if there's anyone to come up with little adaptations, it will be one of those.
兩個人合唱嘅選分身。
真的，佢基本上都只識
唔識天殺嚟㗎，好搞笑。你哋知唔知天邊撚個啊？乜撚嘢係天神？
佢已經喺度笑嗰個 Twins， 初的孩子表示，初的孩子表示話乜撚嘢嚟㗎？
邊有可能識 Twins 初的孩子？
老蝦先聽㗎，我都唔係識 Twins 好多歌嘅，
我都識。
應該就係嗰天，啊勁啊！
佢應該啱啱上過出嚟。
真嘅。
諗下先，有咩穿上嘅好鬼舊？啊，籃球嗰首。
咩？個 MV 係哦。
愛情讓你投入過魔嗰首啊！
哦。係啦，對帶係啊。唔係 Edison 喺度打籃球嗰個啊，個 MV 啊。
一班人喺個籃跳舞。
正啊！嗰個。
乜撚嘢？
at that point, you're relying on basically finding an engagement, finding a straight up pain to them, and you've got stacks of utility to deal with.
呢首好難難唱，一定難。
邊首？
未
聽過。
長招未聽過，都要。
我英年唱過，聽過，好似唱啲女人歌，
男人唱到。
係啊，英年成日揀啲自己唱嘅歌，英年都冇乜歌唱到。英年就好似唱得到。
我覺得英年唱歌好，我覺得英年唱歌好有趣嘅，我好中意聽英年唱歌。
死咁啫！
我係咧，即係咧一開始聽咧，即係覺得好難聽嘅，但係聽慣咗之後咧，我覺得佢唱歌好有，係啊，我一開始覺得佢唱歌好有趣。
我同你講嘅都係，真嘅都係。我開始我都覺得好難，但係聽慣咗之後。佢好有趣，
我成日覺得佢好似唱就死咁，好搞笑。
係啊，就係啦，係啊，
係啊，好撚正㗎。
有轉氣咁樣，嗰啲真假音啦，過
真唱轉氣，
硬啲假音笑咯。
正，我好中意聽完唱歌啊！哇，真係一開聲嗰下起雞皮喎，黐撚線啊！呢個 The Joe Paradise。
你咪起雞皮啊！小精啊！
咩起雞皮？
個 Joe Paradise 喺度講嘅一唱長子㗎，一開聲嗰下起雞皮。難聽到起雞皮嘅。哇！
坐一排真係坐一排堅勁嘅。
佢而家個名係咪已經變咗坐一排？
冇啫。呢片係應該堅勁嗰啲。
咦？唔係我好似聽過。
長子啊嘛，長子一般貼在門牆是我。春英年成日唱嘅首歌。
哦，唔緊要，聽 chorus 先識原來。
你睇啲歌詞好似邊個人填啊？
咩啊？
睇啲歌詞好似邊個人填？係咪唱？係啊，冇錯。
呢
咁嘅類型。
佢已經好似唱呢類型嘅歌，都會唱到自己好似垃圾啊、廢物都不如啊，佢最中意唱呢啲歌，好撚應景，都知道自己咩。
我想咁講，
真係好撚賤真係。
好撚窒佢喎你。
哇！屌你兩把張前後夾。
喂，咁屌我講都係講，喂真嘅喎，英年真係好 fit 嘅，佢自己都覺得自己係廢柴，有乜廢得過咁啊？
唉，係啫，
係啫，咁我都覺得自己係廢柴啊，係咪先？
係啫，都唔使咁。
咁唔係啊，咁你個 case 唔同，咁你唔係廢啊嘛？你
唱歌啫，
即係你話你係以為自己係，但係你係唔係，咁你係自信不足啫。
唱歌啫，唔使咁啊嘛，唱首歌啫。
其實你係可以，即係你唔廢唔代表你係勁噶嘛？你即係你最多係唔廢啫係咪？咁係咪邊人真係廢咯？
咁英年係咪就係好似唱起呀起呀希咁樣？
唔係啊，佢應該繼續唱翻呢啲廢柴歌，都話唱得好喎，都話。
原歌就似垃圾。
佢係唱
佢嗰個好中意唱
眼淚流給天撫慰嗰首咧，哇笑到我咧。
咩嚟㗎？
眼淚流。佢個聲就類似係咁樣咯。
咩嚟？
你是前度何必聽我睇？咁樣類似係田道喺度，我唔記得咗。
好似係。
陳小春㗎嘛？咩有今生冇今生，咩下世啊？
零識咯，陳小春啲歌。
得戀王我唔識。
呢啲咪識咯，即係。啲出名嗰啲咪識咯，即係呢就
西伯利亞人啊。
係啊，冇啦，之後就真係冇啦。
咪仲有嗰首咩？仲有一首
係啊，
係資格咯。
仲有4個字嘅咧嗰首。
係啊，4個字嗰首唔撚知個歌名叫邊個首咧？
我唔知啊咁樣。 你有咩咗個煙火？可能我記得。
我唔記得附近。乜在毫無道理，仍然在一起。
係啊。
你不我小空氣。
每日還住同樣一相比啊嘛。
係啊，嗰首。
係咯，冇啦
就。失敗都 OK， 1比1。
犯賤咯。
拉布，失敗拉布。
犯賤咯，犯賤都唔識。
聽實
笑我，
佢唱得好我呢個聽啊，呢唔好聽嘅。
係唔好聽啊，但係會識。
佢唱歌好撚難聽嘅，我覺得佢。
小春唱歌都好撚難聽。小春唱歌好似好撚勁啲。
係咪啲普話唔正？
好撚難唱啊！陳小春啲歌
難唱啫，但係
不過你要錯翻把佢聲就好啲啊！
我要拗睇我要。
OK。眼淚還是留給天撫慰。
加上佢，
你是前度，何必聽我吠？
唔似啊，多吧唔似。
唔係啊，好有嗰個神髓喺度，大把聲係唔
似啊，完全唔似。
我覺得好笑啊，覺得成件事。好正，好正啊！
定係扮諗白你？
諗白，以前我扮到噶啦，我以前我以前成日聽諗白啲歌噶，但係我而家新真係。諗
白勁喎，唱歌其實係真心勁。
但係而家真係少聽咗就冇乜扮得咁似。
啲人麻煩咧，係
07679 OK 入嚟啊
，0767。我講次我明，我俾唔切3下嘅應該我。
唔緊要，俾2下先咯。
我盡雞啦。
佢咩？
咩？
我唔係我啱諗㗎，乜唔唱假音？佢成日全部真音㗎。
陳小春
覺得諗白啊。
我諗白。
佢覺得佢自己假音唔好聽嘛，佢衰。
你係講緊林子祥定係譚詠麟啊？
譚詠麟。
哦，係好難啊！剩翻3個 yes 啱。啱唱下咯，我哋又開唱歌台咯，不過係要扮人唱歌，
好難。我唔識扮呢個手，好有啲難。
真係我都唔識。
有啲識力場嗰啲咪易扮啲咯。好似陳小春
我自大天王嗰啲啊，
我哋聽歌都冇咁仔細嘅聽得。
定係
扮到係咪扮到先頭先個陳小春嗰個腔？
個 feel 似咯，但係把聲唔似啊。O K 嘅，我覺得。
叫啲咩咯？
我覺得 O K 嘅。
習慣咯。
我唔知呢啲係點樣攬住個喉嚨嗰啲骨啊。
我覺得 O K 嘅，我覺得。
但把聲完全唔一齊似嘅。
好撚正啊！我覺得好好笑，好有 feel。
我自己都忍唔住笑啫，聽到。有一次打呢首歌。
新歌嚟㗎。
你知唔知點解呢啲咧音樂啲手機嘅音樂 game 咧音 game 咧，佢哋拍片全部都咁影住個 mon， 你知唔知點解？你有冇留意佢哋全部都影住個 mon 嘅？即係手機嗰啲。
咩影住個 mon 即係點？
即係佢哋全部都係影住個 mon 嚟拍噶咯。
哦，點解咧？哦，因為開 screen capture 嗰陣會好叻部機。
會 delay 咯，因為。
哦。
其實應該係解決到嘅，不過你要喺 iPad 打咯。
唔係勁嗰啲玩音 game 都係用 iPad 打嘅。
係有 iPad 之餘，你仲有部 MacBook 咯，應該個解決方法我諗到嘅係。呢個就未必有嘅喎。
13嗰啲大笨象有識啊！咁勁，
乜撚嘢？
好難聽，屌你！
俾鬼判咗喎！屌，我撳咗落去，居然冇反應。單可以呼吸㗎。
Master 定
Expert？Expert Master 32啊！呢首歌。
哦，係咯。感覺好似 Expert 都25，好似都幾難打。呢首都似 Master 㗎。
咩叫 J.O. 哦，個人嚟嘅冇嘢啦。
J.O. 咯 ，J.O. 個細佬 J.O.
咩啊？Jupiter 大叔啊！
Geo Paradise。
我冇留意啲名啊嘛，屌！
喂，佢咩明愛暗戀補習社嘅黐撚線。
係啊 ，Twins 呢個啦。
愛情當入
哇！仆街！
佢真係唱愛情當入樽啊！
唔係我叫佢咯，我揾緊啦。
一路都贏，
我要哈姆太郎，我屌你！哈姆太郎小就
之類啊，哈姆得咯。
哈姆太郎，哈姆太郎，
你自己打
哈姆太郎，
愛清睇啦。
哈姆太郎。
愛情當入樽。
有人 mon 緊我個台喎。
我的歌，
睇住我老實，睇到我建議。
妖是但啦，講經咩？
唔會同人哋抽㗎。
都真係。
一陣間佢又推我出去打交，大佬。
我唔會害鳩你嘅。好啊，多謝提點。哇！
我的歌，哈斯魯哈姆他咯。
呢邊有人啊？小 Yon。
愛情都入樽，喂佢真係查咗，不過冇。
咁慘啊！
真。
佢係咪查咗哈姆啊？
唔係啊，愛情都入樽。
有咩？冇啊。
喂 J 都下個版本咧，花雲可以咧，你每隻鷹都 set 唔同嘅 key bind 㗎嘛。
咁好？雖然對我哋講冇分別。
雖然我都冇啲咁嘅特別要求。
其實係真係要嘅 ，Astra 咧個招大技咧，你係咁撳入去咧。
係啊，係。
其實我都冇玩得熟 Astra 嘅掣，其實。
大雞嚟。
一不清所有愛壞，將根大初時正在醖釀。為何
飲醉酒了有？
做什麼都要一雙。
飲醉酒喎，知
喎。彼此跟對方不想，就似家中有匹象。大家都怕升，
正啊！你個台咧轉播緊嗰個，你有即係你播緊歌，
我扮 DJ 咯，我扮 DJ。
係啊，你真係 DJ。
之後咧，中間會玩拉，咪依家細啲。喺今日係2021年嘅12月8號2點21分半夜，希望你多謝，唔係希望你中意。對 Geo 希帶嚟嘅唔知叫咩名呢首歌。
13億的大笨象。
呢首歌真係叫13億的大笨象。
13樓啊
！13樓啊！
嗰個名嚟㗎啦，嗰個歌名嚟㗎。係已經剩翻10秒已經。哇！泡沫喎，黐撚線。
唱唔撚到啦，真係。
真啊，肯定唱唔撚到啦。
下首邊個係泡沫啊
？P 叫泡沫咯。
下一首我哋歡迎
你音樂情人啊，屌你
嘅泡沫。
原來已經開始咗。
你鄭子誠我癲啊！
前段有少少失誤，唔記得入首歌。
於引前嘅呢首歌，唔撚係人唱。
英年好似好中意唱。定唔係㗎？定屈佢？
又係廢柴歌嚟嘅咩呢首？
哇！太低音啦呢度。
唔係英年好中意唱高難挑戰㗎咩？
係啊，佢好中意唱呢個唱唔到嘅歌。喺呢個位已經唱唔到啦，
都話太低音佢話。
佢入到好低啊，因為佢唔入到咁低唱唔到咁樣就，但係若冇咁低又冇意義啊，唱一首。
唔得啊，真係太低音啊！
點唱啊？
我呢邊係高音啊。
係啊，屌阿 Jam 把聲咁撚高。
音域都好闊嘅佢。
係啊，我知啊。我阿哥忠實 fans，
邊個啊？你？
我阿哥咯，忠實 fans，
都合理啊，
合理，冇話唔合理。
因為呢度係咪原 key 嚟嘅呢度唱？咦我咩泡沫啊？我睇下原版先。篤你個計喺度記住乜鬼？
好似係呢度係。
咁佢前面入唔到，前面太低音，佢唱唔到低音啊，可能就係、女仔唱低音咁難。哇，係喎，真係好低音喎呢度。
係啊。
就像被骗的我是幸福的，追究什么对错。
佢冇哼住，有 delay 嚟個哼。
真對。
基於你還愛我，美麗的泡沫。
可唔可以同處長期？
冇興趣。
爭啲想問，我爭啲想問。
你引佢問咯，你問啦。
真係。
佢哋一定
唔係啊！你唔係啊！你問完之後，跟住佢哋就會起哄啊！抽完孩子啊，我又要啊！我又要啊 ！fans 竟然做 fans meeting。喂，似喎。真係上唔到啊啲音。
好似我就死咁樣。
上唔到正常嘅不過。
爱本是泡沫，怪我没有看破，才如此难过。
唔唱啦，放棄咗啦。
又嚟翻隻招氣
，Oh no！
呢位選手啦。
我都 so bad。知好啦，屌解咁撚難唱歌，
做乜撚嘢？
咩歌？
真啊！哇！屌你唱阿朵喎，傻撚咗條友又係。
哦，
嚟過 ，miss 咗個頭。落基先生。
哇
屌 skip 撚咗首歌，屌好撚柒嘅真係。
我睇佢難聽唱到，佢肯定唱唔到更加難唱呢歌。
真係阿朵首歌都好撚難唱，我撚鳩佢。
你準備苗撚準備啦喂 ，Gio，let's go。
咩啊？哎呀，變翻 Gio 啦。
重新嚟過。
點樣先至真？點樣才是分？
我唱廣東話版。佢有人填個廣東話詞嘅。
雞皮都起埋，大佬，勁撚戇鳩。
有人填個廣東話詞啊。
想起細小我經已極優等，日子與社會要記得識對人，返工要叻太叻佢被咒罵，便利有冇道理就笑着算吧，只不過仲未夠吧，仍全是未夠吧，每朝群要時有個歡笑得太少，我發夢變做了鹹魚掛念海嘯，從來沒意外日日報。
呢個唔係搞得太掂啊！我哋秒約啦。
真啊！
佢仲要甩 beat 仲要難聽，
唔合格包，
真係叮一叮走佢唔該。
叮。幾時就可以搞殘咗叮呢啲咁 close 嘅節目香港？
完成進興係咯冇啦，唔會有，唔會再對我喬寶寶啊！
唔係喬寶嘅問題，李克同梁榮都咁撚柒串嘅，
真係咁對個梁榮忠啊！
真係好臭到咧，佢講少真係
臭串到嗰兩個，
佢係真係侮辱啲參賽者，真係人身攻擊。
李克勤我唔知啊，
好撚臭串。
係啊，李克勤好串㗎，佢玩嗰個節目。
Look at them reach. Oh, and Mitch just ate that, barely turns it in time to get back out for the fight. And what an unorthodox way to begin this map.
呢個人仲可以請到劉德華嗰啲啊！
你話咩？做嘉賓？
係啊，
黃子華啊！
黃正水
真係。
給我一杯忘情水。
我成佢真係笑到，我可以開台喺 cam 度跳佢打底，我係識跳佢嘅寶寶嘅。
跳金字塔啊嘛！
真係。
好似你係咩意思咧？請問？一個祈禱嘅意思咯，祈禱。
亂跳之後亂鳩噏，勁好笑。佢係好明顯係職場唔知做啲咩，求其喺度鳩嚟啊！
呢個舞步係你之設㗎，
好未啱啱諗出嚟
做呢個。我今日商場問下大日子，
大日子，
係
嗰個又係笑，嗰個真係。
點咗唱啲乜？
跟住唔知仲笑嗰個陳慧琳聽呢首歌真係咩喊定乜鬼嘢？
好撚好睇嘅，定係我哋上 YouTube 睇呢個查海英合集，勁撚好笑查海英合集，得閒睇翻。
湯炳榮表演歌曲係劉德華嘅《忘情水》。無言傳受情意樣，神不有借在
行嚟行去做一個。
係啊，除衫做撚嘢。
最慘最痛是後悔。
好笑呢個節目啲人上去，即係啲擺到亂，呢啲人操 game 咁嘅好多人上去。
嗰個年代咁多錢，即係嗰個年代你1秒100勁多，你個鳩揈嗰個勁1000蚊捱咗10秒。
最笑，呢個勁似陳子峰嘅呢個動作。
你係咪慣咗一路唱歌，你一路咁樣行嚟行去㗎？
你係咪平時行街都係咁嘅咧？
定還是你係一路行街一路練歌㗎？
你好自然
係一路行街一路練歌。
你呢個一路行住嚟唱係你其中之一個表演方式啊？或者特登一路行一路唱嘅？
我仲未做其他嘢。
哦係咩？做其他嘢嘅咩？
做啲要補步嘅。
哦係咩？係咩？唱到邊度會有啊？中間
就嚟㗎，嚟㗎。
好，我哋副歌嚟嚇。
好啊！給我一杯忘情所有真心真意，讓它以後風吹，付出的愛收不回，就算我會下垂。
你想點啊，方生？
我哋係
兼職之吻，
好明顯係你自己睇得出。
我自己都冇睇過。
我諗你冇睇過。
記咗
唔係點
冇睇
呢一個
笑撚笑，勁撚好笑嘅對白。
金字塔。
金字塔啊？
唔係，即係喺個類似係祈禱咁意思。
哦，即係祈求。你講真係俾你一杯忘情水。
嗰個大紙好似10秒俾人偷咗，哇笑到我。
大日子係勁
啲10秒俾人偷咗。個人呢個頂住最好，呢個仲撚好笑。
你冇睇過？
我有啊，好難冇睇過㗎。
間唔中都要睇翻次嘅。
冇錯，
每次睇都勁好笑。
喂，我唱嘅係陳詠嘅大日子。
哇！佢粗撚到。
街到路道缺人，進入風下之傷，就要是美麗晚霜，各有各自素養，全像狂歌紅陽，似身上。
李克勤嘅。
飛天的船，那像感官的對。
6,800萬。
首先，你可唔可以再講清楚一次，你係唱咩歌啊？
大日子啊！
我以為帶子添，
都係一句啫。其實你唱呢隻歌嘅時候咧，
有
冇理過陳慧琳嘅感受啊？
冇喎，都啱嘅，又唔使負責任嘅。但我想問下咧，如果你今日假若贏咗之後咧，你嗰啲獎金會攞嚟有咩用途啊？
請屋企人食飯咯。
你仲可唔可以再講多一次啊？
請屋企人食飯啊！
我請屋企人食飯，
請屋企人食飯嘅。你一早應該請你屋企人食飯啦，
拆穿啦，
翻餐飯啊，定下經啦。
好，我哋唔該晒啊！
極冇用。
佢真係經典。
哦，呢個啊，下邊嗰個都好睇啊。
係咩？呢個係咩嚟？我好似冇印象。
劉德華出咗唱歌。
我冇咩印象嚟嘅。
劉德華嗰陣好好笑嘅，有好多都。
真係唔會再有咁串嘅主持。
今日唱甲子情緣，
你都話要屌！佢阿媽好中意劉德華咧。
夾㗎，撳住大力啲，大力啲，撳住下低，上高就夾到啦。黃鴿子飛向天之巔，情啊，長嘯。
啲位都未插好。
若到天默然，
港仔。
去仍是會掛念，用血寫我一。生刺如眼可一樣利刺。
嗱，你嘅歌就唱叫《甲子情緣》啦，咁係咪諗住扭一隻甲子出嚟？
哎呀，唔夠時間啊！你哋俾我，你已經揼我嚟波中啦，渣渣低低唔夾啲咪嚇，似你嘛，唱你嘅歌，搞到我哋唔記得叮你添。
你個特色係模仿四大天王㗎係嘛？咁我想問下你頭先你唱歌嗰時有冇模仿到㗎？
都有少少嘅，
將4個融合咗啊！你
唔係最想模仿都係你劉德華先生啦。
模仿咗啊劉德華先生嘅邊一樣啊？
聲線，
聲線啊！
另外3個係點啊？你模仿另外3個聲線，你模仿。
你模仿下張學友嚟睇下先啊！
遙遠的盼不可以再歸家。你仲係模仿緊我啫噃。
跳舞可能會
跳舞係咪即係郭富城？
你模仿下郭富城嚟睇
下先。郭富城。
阿鐘仔，你跳舞耍家啲，你講。
係啦，
咁我話你跳緊咩啊？你啊，好，我送佢走啊！下一個。
見到以前佢
真係勁撚七寸啊！
不過呢個人唱得好過對面兩個好多。
但
忘情水真係冇啊！金字塔嘅忘情水真係。
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty candid, but I'm pretty sure Achilles is on their hit list right now, but
yeah, I did hear there was some sort of
黐人線。
wager. Yeah, yeah.
咁就揾多電腦。
Something like that.
以前特別多咯。以前你上去插咗可能冇乜所謂啊，冇人影到你。你而家幫唔埋佢。咁啱佢有呢個轉化，佢都係俾人留咗底，唔小心。
喬寶寶個集都好正。係。
喬寶係咪台柱嘅做到？
係啊，
係啊，佢將空毛剪咗 I Love To B 啊。
係啊，佢抌咗俾嘟姐啊嘛。嗰日嘟姐做假班，但嗰陣嘟姐咧仲未變樣衰㗎，即係仲係靚嘅。
未包面皮。未
啲皮未炒，係啊。
No possibility of the heal. You've seen Hein actually as 3. You're going to try and follow up on that kill.
哇，好波！靚的上。
海險咯，仲有。
餓狼傳說有。
Has to commit a little deeper, and again, Vision's still not there. He could catch the perfect timing on this. They take a second glance, and that's all it takes. As again, Zeta is having some big impact inside these rounds. As
係餓狼傳說就係嗰個僆仔啊。
Being navigated around, crossbow being watched, good connection.
第一手但係陳偉林。
唔係第一手嚟嘅餓狼傳說，餓狼傳說係佢後尾再叫翻佢上去先唱。
Is getting close, and it's a shot to the back of the head. Execution style here as Cloud9 will keep 2 alive, spike down, and there was a little bit of damage, some threats there, but nothing much more came of that.
The buff has already built up on the side of C9 when we talk about.
跟住佢有個咧現場版嘅咧，嗰條友咧扮聲勁撚七勁
哦，嗰個又做過2、3次台柱。
係啊係啊，好似屈機要震咯，扮4大天王又扮咩？
佢算咩扮書生，佢喺度唱歌啊，係嘛？
咩書生？
即係扮嗰啲 倩女幽魂嗰個書生嗰個碌。
呢係嗰個唔知叫咩名，好勁咁屈機喎。似到黐線咯。跟住嗰集係現場版係郭富城嘅。
你炒呢個節目都幾多大卡士嘅。
係啊，嗰個年代。
哦 ，Sepa。
跟住佢做第一次做台柱嗰人，即係喺廠度拍係譚詠麟做嘉賓，跟住譚詠麟覺得好撚柒。
韓仔唔好再打啦！
真啊！RB 建議收皮啊！
我頭先個 RB 嚟嘅。好失望嗰啲 B，
俾佢坐一排，俾佢坐一排打到咩都冇，打4隻。
坐一排勁嘅。
哇！佢喺度唱咩喎？我情多入樽。
係啊，我知啊。
邊？
你仲要知啩？突然啊！
我有睇啊。
佢多雙重間諜啦，
唔係開住聲啫嘛。屌你都有睇啦，我喺呢個聽到聲。
睇啊！我買食緊廣告咋我，又俾錢去賺啦，
哇！28個人睇定，
真到26個人睇喎，黐撚線！即刻唔睇先，即刻。
大聲，好大聲，冷靜啲。
即刻唔想睇啫，咁多人睇。
有人 rate 咗佢啊！
應該就冇啦。
But again, you got to talk about that sample size, right? And just reps alone, you talk about the comfort factors and things like that. I think it's leaning towards way more apparent than Cloud9. Again, they're able to pressure effectively towards A time and time again. Again, we haven't really.
可能路過切，收皮啦！你班你咪個個自己好撚路咁樣。
As soon as Vision Strikers now start over-investing towards this stack, and again with
唔知可能真係唔係後嚟咧，嗰度嘅弱智啊嗰個。
係嘛？都可能係有機會。
Again, look at the minimap now. There's 3 that direction. In one of these rounds, if C9 do want to explore mid.
哇！今日計唔計鑽石之類啊？又想 out 女打機啊？呢個面度。
Exactly, yeah.
And punishing that rotation because you want to get that extra man on the right side of the map,
哦，
right? Like that's
01
it. And again, if you've conditioned them now to be worried about that, constant A-site pressure, you're going to give them the indicators. It's the same sort of thing. And that aggression they were trying to identify maybe this hit with just wasn't finding any purchase. It's very difficult.
哇！佢唱晒我點嗰啲啊！
Look how deep this
好關照觀眾啊佢。
粉絲都知你係。仲要喺度話咩香港樂壇有救啊！見到你即刻知啦，即刻覺得你係粉絲。
可能唔認得你係邊個咧，所以佢即係其他人已經識噶嘛，因為所以佢唔會服侍嗰啲人㗎，佢一定係。
真啊！屌佢服侍秋英啲孩子托咩？即係唞啖氣，即係唞啖氣都流晒口水啦！講經。
真啦。聽到把聲好扯親晒。
佢一定係
啲精都流
緊
出
嚟㗎啦，而家睇住啊。
Try and slow things down here, buy some time for Buzz to maybe find something.
Some sort of linchpin in it, but it just gets shattered. Cloud9 so equipped and ready to handle that. And yes, he was a little overzealous, but you got to try.
嗱，咁又出賣咗佢年紀，佢話佢唔係好識哈姆太郎呢首歌，即係唔係好識唱。有睇過點會唔識唱其實？
扮啫，扮唔識唱啫。
有睇過係100%一定成首都識唱。
呢首歌真係幾個旋律真係幾入腦嘅。本身我係好憎睇哈姆太郎嗰啲，但我都好記得呢首歌。
睇佢係
好睇啊！哈姆太郎點解你更好嘅係咪啊？屌你老母！係講粗口哈姆太郎講係。
哈姆太郎係嗰啲偽善撚嚟嘅，佢成日喺度帶頭喺度恰鳩人。根本就係嗰啲小圈子嗰啲初。
幾好撚黐線咗，成班倉鼠走佬無啦啦。
之後咧，佢中間有其他佢唔逆佢意嗰啲咧，全部都俾佢收晒皮嘅。
係啊，
仲有好多人，但我鬥。
我唔記得咗已經。
again, some of these rounds they
粒粒啊，佢粒粒成日瞓覺啫，
好撚反感咯。
將軍啊嘛，你叫。
係啊，嗰個將軍咪成日都撚嘅咪。係啊，就係將軍啊，就係嗰隻奶白色啊，我唔知點講，米白色嗰隻嘢，
戴住眼罩啊嘛，定唔知係咪戴住？
唔係，佢係有啲斑嘅。
係啊，類似咯，我知邊隻。
Blinded by the lights currently, so
great song.
But yeah, I mean, it's seeming pretty reminiscent now of Ascent, where you could almost argue it's almost too late in the half now. Again, we're in round 8.
Yep.
You've not got a massive window of opportunity to turn what's already a 5-round deficit into something salvageable in the second. Ascent first half scoreline, though, you could argue that was beyond salvage.
And hey,
somehow they managed it.
Yeah, they brought that right back up. There's every opportunity to do it. It's just you look at the odds, and I guess that's what we try and play, right? We play the likelihoods, the odds that come through, and sit towards that notion. So it's never impossible. It's just improper. Everyone thinks they're the exception to the rule, right? Like, well, I could do it.
你成日都有 base 得唔得㗎
But for now, we hold for a second.
長嘢都未聽過咩？仲未聽過。咁好聽。
I don't know what I think my expectations instantly changed when it came to this group. As soon as we saw someone like Fnatic, maybe better than that, but I don't know where to put it in that regard. But Fnatic, let's put it that way. And then suddenly, well, who else is making it out of the group? Because initially I thought...
啱先講咗一次。
一咁樣。
It's only really after that first showing where you think actually this changes the dynamic, and to look at this as what it comes down to out of this group. And again, I gotta say, you treat
冇意思㗎，佢咁樣佢唔識唱嘅話，
係冇意思嘅。
assert their dominance almost, or in terms of international tenure and the rest of the class has not been
唔知啊，聽唔明。
fantastic for Vision Strikers. I think still you would probably tip it in their favour, but C9 coming out and again, like I said, testing Fnatic when they are in such dominant form actually is a real testament to them maybe, I guess, exceeding those Dark Horse expectations early on.
A little bit of a weird question. You ever seen that video of Benedict Cumberbatch, I think is his name?
GM9 啊，又拉布。
Do you know who he is?
I mean,
哇，咁中意拉布。
Well, no, I will give you more, but do you know who he is?
Have you ever seen that video?
Yes. No, yeah, okay. Well, I'm starting somewhere, all right? Because this tech pause could take a while. So you know what? We're going podcast mode. It's basically because I saw a penguin, and essentially throughout the video he does like a nature documentary on, I assume penguins or something of the such, and he actually just can't say penguin, so he's just saying penguin halfway through it.
牛豬今日生日呢兩樂喎，哇！你樂生日快樂，你樂生日快樂。
You know when you say like the same word over and over, it just feels weird. I think he went too far down that road, and he just starts saying some mad.
俾啲禮物你啊！
Please looks happy.
咁生蛋糕啊
！Thrilled to be here.
又好似。
They're focused. And of course, as soon as we get an update, we'll let you guys home know what's going on. For now.
蛋糕喎，點解咁㗎？
啲禮物啊，應該有，我唔知啊。
禮佢嗰條巴太窄，好難揾嘅嘢食，應該有嘅。
係好難揾嘅。
Double meat.
Yes.
有。
I went for a banana.
With hot dog sauce, actually. Really weird combo, but it really worked for me.
仲要好叻嘅咯，唔知點解。
I'll be honest, I think I picked up some of the
哦，有時都係。
勁叻喎碌嗰陣時，嗰個垃圾都冇論。
I walked into the there was a sandwich there, I took it. I'm really sorry. It said Steve on the wrapping. I'm really sorry, Steve, if you're watching.
We're so sorry. But desperate times call for desperate measures. And speaking of desperate, I'm about to open it up to Twitter.
Yeah, let's know what you have for breakfast this morning, guys.
No. Use the wonderful hashtag, of course, and let us know, which is, if you're wondering, Valorant Champions. Just see the little like cool icon thing on Twitter. I always like that. I'm like, wow, that's a real event. Use that and let us know your thoughts on the game. I'll be reading that casually.
I'd be interested to see actually where people sit now watching it, and again, take with a pinch of salt in terms of map 1, but with how this has panned out and Strikers showing us why they are deemed as one of the better teams at this event. I'd be interested to see where people sit now. Again, I know the desk alluded to the validity of that the data sample or whatever, however you want to look at it for this final map, but it's really been pretty back and forth.
It's a lot of judgment on your breakfast, if I'm
really.
Honest. What is that combo for breakfast?
Any tweets from Steve?
Poor old Steve. Someone had a bagel. Good shout. Good shout.
特登一路行一路唱，有副歌。
好啊，给我一杯忘情水，我哪也不流泪。所有将生将夜，让它一浪风吹，出着对爱毫不畏，就算我會下垂。
又睇啊！
你想點啊，方生？
你想點啊，方生？鯊魚網樓主發揚光大，多謝多謝，零啊！問啲啊，建議你哋支持隔離台隔離嗰啲雷開嗰啲咧，嗰啲唱歌啊、打機嗰啲啊，我呢度係大家等死嘅。
哇，好嚴重啊！你嘅言論。
真啊！圍爐台啊呢度。
我哋係轉播啊！
真係。
我唔想認你可，你再扮可我真係打鳩你啊！我哋呢排成日再講，佢真係再扮可我真係打鳩你啊！哇！你嗰次嗰個人咩扮啫？你知唔知點樣講咩啊？佢話咩？認夠型啊！可愛先係叫型。你諗嘢就死你啦！認夠型，我唔記得講呢句。你講呢句，你知唔知我打撚晒眼睛？你講你嗰陣我都覺得呢句幾型。收皮啦！型都唔夠型，可愛先係最型。我套戲你覺得叫 cancer 或者爆？係啦，呢個係啊，呢個係啊，屌你老母！你打我打鳩你啦！咁樣問咗你哋喎，屌你唔撚嘈，你講聲，屌你老母！我係 cancer， 係佢自己提出話要啊！你冇出聲，我唔俾你講啦，要你做人啊！你做乜？你做乜？你俾啲 suggestion 都得㗎嘛？你自己講，你自己正確吧？唔係啊，你
自己翻牆。
係啦，交代成件事先。咁跟住話説我哋5週年就全香港都知㗎啦。咁跟住我哋要出啲嘢啊嘛。跟住唔知點樣傾完之後就覺得，不如出下我哋13個人嘅一啲貼紙咁樣啦。咁跟住就我哋都揾翻 Kesa 畫啦，即係佢幫咗我哋好多嘢，跟住同埋有信心保證啦，跟住畫翻我哋。咁咧開頭咧，我哋嘅諗法都係好直接嘅，咁畫翻我哋嗰啲樣出嚟咯咁樣。跟住諗諗下唔好對路喎，即係咁好悶啊件事係，即係你揾個畫素描咁畫翻我哋啲樣，跟住不如加一啲啦，跟住就話我做貓啦，我做貓啦，咁你點啊？啲型啲屎啦，可愛啲，跟住我覺得呢個 idea 都好嘅，即係因為我哋做咗咁耐咧，其實我哋掉入咗一啲我哋嘅 inside joke 嘅，即係每個人都叫做有性格啦，你問下觀眾咯，真係咁。我真係做唔到你嘅 ambition， 我真係好介意觀眾你做咩？你咁多年，你好 ambition 嚟講係啊，咁我咩係貓咯？總之都未係魚係貓啊！講翻件事先，跟住就不如咁樣啦，我哋就攞翻我哋啲 inside joke，即係可能我哋開 live 嘅時候，或者我哋一直都有嘅，即係譬如洪恩嗰啲咧，點解喺架火車？我諗好多都唔知。我哋上個禮拜講過。OK， 係咯，即係呢啲啦，不如用翻呢啲，跟住令到我哋嗰個性格鮮明啲咁樣。跟住我咁樣提出就，我打咗張 list 出嚟㗎，撲你個街！我打張 list，我打嘅，咁我要 initiate 件事，咁我梗係要拋磚引玉啦。你講乜事啊？我講啦，即係佢要咁你同畫家接頭，同 Kesa 接頭，咁 Kesa 未必咁熟悉我哋，咁我哋要介紹我哋咩？咁咪俾 Kesa 話咁樣咯。所以嗱，我做法點咧？我打咗張 list 出嚟，跟住我諗到嗰啲就加啲 attribute 落去，即係每個人係有啲乜嘢特徵嘅，跟住叫大家諗嘅，咁樣咯。跟住你哋又唔出聲，我有俾 idea，你冇俾我講嘛？咁我係咩嚟講啦？主意嘛？我冇主意決啦，我唔敢，我唔好意思，我見到我唔敢啲嘢，我唔敢。咁你諗係咩嗱？咁你仲諗到咩？啦，你而家咁鮮明㗎，我諗到你而家幾諗到？你唔係貓咗係咩？係咯，平時喺街度見到啲貓都諗起你啦而家。點解你壟斷咗嗰隻貓嘅想像㗎？我用實定叫藝術家嚟㗎咯，定咗唔係貓喎。見到咩貓嚟㗎？我見到屋企嗰兩隻我叫死哥嘅。屌你講起呢個又係撲街你班撲街。屌你要俾 Kesa 畫我哋樣。因為佢未必熟曬我哋所有人啲樣嘅，跟住咧我就要問我哋攞相，跟住咧我就開咗個喺 Google 度開咗個 folder，係啦，有啲咩大家嘅相就貼上去，都係我衰嘅，因為我知道佢哋會噏，咁我覺得噏啲好笑啲嘅，咁我屌你老味，幫我全部噏啦，我冇講得過，我啦，全部報曬佢喎，因為我講得夠，跟住佢噏，唔係 Kesa，你知唔知？就算你唔叫我都會自己噏，跟住我 Kesa 反跳 Kesa 問我，你做乜嘢全部都係裸照，點解全部都冇著衫？有著衫嗰啲咧有冇樣嘅喎？佢嗰啲咧鞋衫嗰啲咧，大家見到啦，有個打面啊嘛，戴住鞋衫，戴住頭燈，戴住口罩，跟住我哋點解佢戇鳩？我哋彈完衫佢哋做嘢嚟咩？佢成場都係長頭髮，好好睇，好睇嗰啲㗎嘛，一打嘢嘅條撚，屌佢老母，好平咯，一個燈喎，喂打聲未講，你爛仔喎，聲未講，我想大家睇有幾，你出個 IG 啦，講係咩？係講都出聲，你哋唔乜㗎嘛？佢講住做嘢，屌你老母，開工畫畫，我最前科士登男片友，但你一張 G 俾我，好啦，機科嚟嘅。問，請問你呢啲我做咩咧？呢個鋪底入邊得張 G 圖，好靚嘅張 G 圖，我唔記得。做個鋪底，13萬個而家個啊嘛，個 G 圖就係佢走佬。 頂級。如果話咗想揾 cancer 爸爸係可以嘅，話咗 cancer 話咗係得㗎。我自己對自己人生都頗為悲觀嘅，我覺得我係咁，即係你我真係冇諗過，所以即係你話有將來點，我都係我。
A few moments later，
你試下開拉分，你試下講3個鐘嘢可以咁有內容，咁好笑啊！係咯，咁好笑真係好難。係啊，你做到咪話你叻咯？屌你老味！做乜偷偷哋走撚咗？做乜鳩嘢？屌你！屌你！我哋啲員工做乜？佢一句都冇講，偷偷哋着撚咗鞋嘅走咗，真㗎！做乜鳩嘢？我真㗎！點解講到位嚟？唔係啦，點解攞嚟同老師一盤散沙㗎？做鳩嘢冇啲走撚咗，真係走咗啦！我係去廁所添。我哋呢個台係好唔 professional。咁你其中一個主持冇端端走撚咗，係啲主持唔知喎，佢都記得突發嘅喎。
嚇走撚咗㗎，好笑！
突發事件咁樣咧，無端端講錯嘢嗰啲咧，攞着褲啊，無端端走撚咗，做乜鳩？匆匆走咗，係啊！我去廁所啫喎，嚇做乜鳩啊？咁到我試下突然間走，好想試下，咁你會點咁撚型嘅？開廁所啊，喂冇，跟住冇走完都入室咗，啲人話：屌你今晚甩出嚟嘅，今晚住嘅，叫你威翻嚟，我都食屎先。我真係唔能夠，我真係勁撚有性格喎！我哋嗰啲真係。
圖都聽完。
媽！我屌你！
點啊？仲有
會未啊？呢邊
係打完
有北啊！
Thanks, Justin.
Good work. Steak and rice, the
That's
classic
bold.
breakfast.
That is bold for breakfast.
Would you put like sauce on it though? I don't think you could if it's breakfast, right? That'd be a bit weird.
No.
Just a bagel.
哦，1比6咁咯，冇啊！呢邊仲玩緊咯。
哇！串錯愛啊！黐撚線。
咩錯愛？哎呀，又唔小心撳走咗添。
錯愛啊！
咩嚟嘅？
乾藥林。
唔識喎，乾藥林仔。
有睇過乾藥，有睇廣告。
乾藥林我應該真係冇聽過。
開台啦，開台啦。
或者我
呢個真係笑死。
我修正我諗法，就我覺得 C 咧喺節奏嗰個音樂嚟做，但係嗰個讀音嗰個音調咧唔重要咯。對我嚟講，我覺得節奏同音調，節奏係對所有 written 嘅嘢都重要。所以時間藝術都重要咯。點解嗰個 pitch 係？點解嗰個聲係唔重要？點唔識嘅？但係因為如果係嗱古詩咁樣，你個評質咧？係啊，但係嗰啲戇鳩，我由細到大都覺得好戇鳩嘅喎，即係對咗咁嘅點啫？你咪睇太多即係只不過係，只要你好撚戇鳩啊，對咗咩咁一個文學家或者詩人勁，係個意境嘅版啊，係個咩？點解你對嗰啲評質你威咩？即係好似戇鳩玩啲概，即係有啲似咩？就係啲似我玩啲概念遊戲咁樣，即係冇攞咗啲希望。我做乜鳩啫？我唔明喎。我 share 嚟嘅，咁你會唔會覺得嗰啲對聯嗰啲好靚？覺得好無聊啊？嚇！對聯都覺得，我覺得係，我真係。唔係，我其實你咁樣咧，講佢寫嗰啲得唔得？你應該聽音樂嘅喎。即係內容得唔得？因為本身係音樂性嘛。但係文字嘅優美，我由細到大感受到文字吸引我嘅地方係嗰啲文字嘅優美，嗰啲意境嘅營造，嗰啲節奏啦，包括埋。但係唔關佢配到啲評質。唔係，我覺得你係忽略咗文字嘅嗰種 material 嘅藝術成果。
但係我想調翻兩句先嘅，即係關於即係近睇先啦，即係我知道你厲害啫。我覺得即係我唔做音樂啦，但係我嘅經驗係嗰啲評質嘅格律咧，係嗰啲古人研究咗好耐，發現咗某啲 pattern 咧係好聽啲嘅，人類係自然覺得好聽啲。有啲 pattern 咧係冇咁好聽，即係佢哋音律有啲禁忌唔俾用㗎，即係佢唔知唔俾連用幾多精字係嗰啲。咁我覺得係嚟自啲咁嘅嘢咯，即係嚟自人類可能佢聽聲天然就覺得某啲聲調會好聽啲，某啲冇好聽咯。跟住根據呢樣嘢嚟整嗰個格律出嚟。
我哋今日好高興邀請到一位中文系嘅朋友仔嚟分享下，都係收中文嚟嘅。你點樣睇啊？對於啱啱講嘅，
我真係非常之同意，仲啱啱講嗰個 point。其實咧，
好似話咁，做咩要搞嘅？係好同意咧，係好同意啊！佢哋要，你唔能講就呢個。
其實我理解咩係評質，其實佢係一套好似我哋而家講 C 大調或者 D major 啊，佢一套system 令到你即係一啲音夾埋係好聽嘅，平質質平質質平質，然後讀出嚟呢啲音係好聽嘅。咁我理解嘅評質唔係為咗去 fit in 一定要平質平，然後呢首先係一個格嘅詩咯，而係follow 呢套 common rule 咧，會令到首詩係好聽啲嘅。咁啱啱你講到評質好似唔重要咁啦，但其實聲韻喺一首詩裏邊係好重要嘅。攞個比喻就係杜甫嘅《登高》啦，佢用咗好多入聲字同埋側聲，風急天高猿嘯哀，主稱沙白鳥飛回。其實佢第一句風急天高呢啲音咧係令到有種消失嘅感覺，所以其實係個音調同埋發聲嘅方法令到你有嗰種感覺咯，係啦，就咁啦。收皮啦！
我回應，
你仲敢回應？你仲可以回應咩？
唔係我個 point 係咁嘅，即係個意思係你哋只不過係指出講，即係你反駁我嘅意思係咩咧？就好似講到啲平洲戇鳩，即係你無端端 fit 到某啲標準啫嘛，你 fit 到呢個啲標準特別你勁啲㗎，即係我幫成咁嘛。咁啱啱呢啲人仲似乎就話唔係嘅，嗰啲標準本身咧唔係鳩嚟嘅，唔係 arbitrary 嘅，係有意思嘅，有理由嘅。可能嗰啲我可以俾埋呢個你過，因為你都可以質疑㗎嘛。屌咩叫客觀定好聽啲咧？即係可以冇呢啲咁嘅嘢㗎嘛。咁我當有都好啦。個意思係。 我當嗰啲，屌你俾我講嘅，睇你讀先啦，而家讀啊，係咁讀，好啦，大讀啊，全部讀，屌讀啊！俾我講埋先啦，我意思係 OK， 好啦，嗰啲格律要求本身唔係 arbitrary 嘅，本身係有啲意思都好咧，但係呢個係咪代表呢個係首詩嘅嗰個有價值嘅地方？我仍然覺得有個 gap 㗎咯。唔係，我明，我幫你講一句，我其實有啲位咧係 share 村民嘅，我覺得古詩我教佢意見，真係，即係我當然會覺得好聽同埋靚啦，即係有一種唔知點解釋嘅美感啦。但係我以前就覺得咧，喂，你稱得上為一個勁嘅文學家嘅話，你最重要係你寫嗰啲嘢，即係佢嗰啲內容，咁咪感染到人。我做乜要俾呢啲規則限制住？係令到我可能咧喺表達上面有所掣肘。咁咪好多餘咯。如果你中意嗰啲嘢，你咪做音樂家咯。你寫做乜鳩啫？即係我以前我明啊，即係嗰啲 standard 佢格律要求本身音樂上係好聽嘅，可以係咁。咁如果你覺得係，咁你咪去做另一種創作咯，你咪去作歌咯，你咪去做音樂咯，你唔使寫詩。係啦，你揀將兩樣嘢擺埋一齊。而個好處咧，你哋真係好撚古老啊！打運動全部都執牌啊！你真係做古人啊！好撚悲哀啊！覺得中國行咗幾多年，仲係喺度隔你老母啊隔！仲喺度俾隔你框住咗，點解你要擺埋一齊啫？你隔你咪做歌咯！你寫詩做乜鳩用你隔啫？屌你唔識講咗幾多年啊！屌你幾十年啊，100年啊！新聞發運動，你都停滯不前，冇人行過啊！睇你哋就係中國人啊！唔係流波流板流底褲，好撚悲哀啊！我覺得你哋好撚悲哀啊！你而家咪底膠吃人，係隔咗你吃人啊！你明唔明啊？你唔係輸我哋棋㗎嘛？你輸咗我哋對你叫 respect， 好撚失望啊！佢哋班人。咪所以我覺得個關鍵係你將唔將詩睇成係一種純文字嘅藝術作品咯。我就覺得佢除咗文字之外，仲有音樂嗰邊。咁而朱文似乎就覺得中意純文字好啦嘛佢。我哋淨係睇個意境啊，淨係睇個意思啊。我想講如果係要 clarify 清楚係淨係停留喺我嘅 visual 上面嘅欣賞，而唔參雜任何嘅verbal 或者音樂上面嘅欣賞。但係我覺得好難就咁切割咯。即係譬如你已經有我已經識廣東話，其實我睇首詩，我就算用眼睇，其實我個腦入邊都有聲㗎嘛。其實呢樣嘢好難。可能朱文個腦入邊冇聲。佢努力咗啦已經，原諒佢啦。唔係因為我覺得朱文嗰 point 其實好奇怪，就係你文字咧，即係無論如何你都有佢 materiality 嗰一面，即係佢物質性嗰一面，例如佢啲筆畫係點樣啊，嗰個字讀出嚟係有聲㗎嘛，即係我唔將佢當成詩咁睇，我純粹將佢一粒字一個符號咁樣睇，佢有一方面咧就係佢指涉緊某一啲嘢啦，咁嗰啲嘢係勾勒嗰個文字自己啦，但係同時嗰個文字自己佢係有佢嘅筆畫啦，佢有佢嘅音啦，咁呢個係你唔可以掹走㗎嘛，即係例如就好似當佢顏色咁樣。即係咁，例如你畫畫咁樣，你唔通你畫咗幅畫，你可以抽走佢顏色？咁即係顏色本身就係嗰個顏色就黐咗落去。佢夾硬入嚟啊！佢擂台出面嚟㗎。我頭先真係嗌到個肚抽筋。個肚抽筋。佢室友話你走著料啊！第一次開拉開到朱文要敗走。你咪圍爐咯，大家你喺度立場啦，好撚開心啊嘛！係我撐你喎。
終於拉完步啦呢度，喂真係好撚戇鳩嚟嘅，要係咁拉步，屌你！
Try and play the timing. He now knows where at least two of them are. Oh, great choice from King. It looked like a Sophie's choice, but it made it his own. And oh, the follow-up! King round.
Are you kidding me?
不過我會掛可以
Immediately again, the track-wise,
睇個波先
on the way in, but that Viper's wall plays around it perfectly.
啱打完啊，啱玩完。
我問你啊 again, we're expecting C9 eventually to drift back this direction. Maybe trying, I guess, capitalize on some of this conditioning, right? With how many times they've brute forced their way onto A side here.
He's got to be kicking himself for that.
Yeah, yeah. An important round again. Will force out another purchase. Again, now the cracks start to show in that economy for Cloud9. 3 rounds separate them.
始終呢條 game 太新咧，啲 CS 好少筆，即係始終你搞10幾個人，你睇咁多筆。你又唔知個 tap post 係 tap 嚟做咩？
真嘅，同埋太多啲 glitch 啊！
因為佢又唔 fix，但係即係真係
我都唔明係咪真係咁難 fix 嗰啲 Fiber Cam 嗰啲睇唔到啲 texture。係咯，感覺上又唔好難 fix 啫，但係佢哋又
佢應該改張地圖好麻煩咧，應該改張地圖好麻煩。佢哋覺得一係一個係大個啦。
我覺得 Cypher 個 cam 真係太撚難睇啊！踢中咗。
講真，
嗰個成層 layer 咁黐上去，遮撚住咗個人。
哦。 係啊。
What they can, and now problems utility gonna be limited. Touch on the spike.
係咪要收頭嘅呢位？
And that's actually not bad if you're gonna follow up like that, King.
偷
Looks
半
like
下
he wants to clutch out
時間可以再
again
預耐啲
on the
啊！
spike. It's always great to Marco. This is exceptional from Vision Strikers.
喂，開外掛喎，係暫停之後。
拉布啦已經。
大鑊啦！大鑊啦！呢度佢突然間攞到幾 round。
加時12比12啊！屌你！
近啊應該會。
Marco finding
every sweeter.
Yeah,
and they're questioning that one. Again, like I said, that you can see the intention of that Viper spit over towards the left side, but ultimately nobody checks the first. If anything, that scenario you want Vanity to fall first.
Sure.
He needs to be the one to hard clear that.
It's not Buzz making the moves this time. He's holding the line, seeing if maybe Stacks can slip the net a little, and I think he has somewhat. Vanity doing somewhat similar scenes. I get a little ahead of the others, see if they can find some space, catch someone trying to make a play happen here or there, but it's a lean, and the lack of audio cues, the lack of visuals that Stacks is receiving right now might start weighing heavily on Vision Strikers' minds. They could consider leaning back to B, but King is over there.
Again, expect Zeppa once again to wait for that 0 point to become available.
Vanity becomes such a problem now. If he can just play this position out.
King 哥要死喎，睇嚟。
Again, they were looking
唔會啦，冇事喎，翻嚟補咗，問到，唉死咗真係。
Great idea here. Lee Vanity will find King.
打 RB。
being suppressed.
RB 大鑊，唉，俾拖到。
Overinvest those Zeppa there to bail him out. RB will fall, and this looks like a pretty comfortable setup onto B side very early. Yeah, you can see already Vision Strikers peeling away slightly. And the operator becomes crucial in terms of the decision making here on the retake.
And again, the scoreline is not something that's unchangeable or something that puts us into like, well, you know, this is sewn up. No, not at all. I'd say if we get 5 on the board here, for Vision Strikers, it's workable, it's doable. I'm amazed that they addressed it for those 3 on the trot. That was integral.
Yes.
Without that, Cloud9 had so much momentum, but the adjustment comes in. Now we look to see what we have this round coming out. Decent purchase on both sides, but Leaf gonna take the steps that Vanity walked before.
好眼對中，喂死人啦！喂嗰邊望到咩？哦咁啱打嗰隻望，喂死啦！靚啊！呢個靚呢個無損，無損換咗，呢度都打咗隻，但係眼爆啦，我不少死啦！上咗 stack 同邊個 ？OK， 樣嘢放咗中咯。未落啊！未落啊！未啊！未落啦嘛！
Has to wait for King to be the one to find something on the way back in for Vision Strikers. The Trailblazer through double doors. I don't think it's really going to confirm anything on the back of this note.
佢都應該有機會。喂，落咗水我聽到。
Good trade, still possible. There's so little information. Oh, Mitch, he didn't get it as cleanly as he wanted. Camera, is it dealt with? No. Yes, now he has to.
穿死佢啦喂！
The position, it's all been known. The time's been bought. 13 HP. I don't think he can close this gap. No.
唔係好難穿。
咁啊係。
佢嗰個咧揾鳩佢啊！佢嗰個，你見到佢嗰個一定係唔啱嘅。你就但係你又俾佢嗰個嘢影響咗。
同埋佢穿嘅話會死嘅，佢穿嘅話會對面會撇佢。都係。
覺得戇鳩啊！
除非佢一下一踢一下爆佢頭。
真啊！得嗰下有機會啊！
開開門打死佢之後閂門。
應該係
唔係出邊嗰個閂㗎，係啊，蘇伯閂嘅，但係成件事好好笑嘅，即係開咗門殺咗人之後門閂嘅。
不如以前冇咁
Again, now we have to look towards that next half as to what's close enough. This could still be either team's game. Let's hand it over to the desk to talk you through those options.
Thank you very much, guys, and thank you for the podcast. I really enjoyed that. I don't know how you guys felt.
少少應該係去買響鈴喎，哇！響鈴嗰個真係笑到仆街。最接近爆血管的經歷，好似唔播過定喎。哇！泰山，
歡迎大家嚟到泰山自煮啊！唔知你知唔知道，我每晚都係煮飯俾屋企人食嘅咧？好，乘機讚下自己啫，唔係因為咧，其實你每日要諗乜嘢餸菜俾屋企人食咧，係一件好傷腦筋嘅事嘅。所以咧，咁多位要煮飯嘅朋友們，尤其係俾屋企人食嗰啲咧嚇，致敬，係真係一件好難嘅工作嚟嘅，因為即係同福咧，佢哋又嘈亂巴閉啊，話又係食呢啲啊咁樣。咁啊，尋日咧我就煮咗一個餸咧，咁我太太太嫂咧就話：咦，呢個好食喎，不如你教人煮啦咁樣。我話嚇呢個，佢話係啊，你教啦咁樣。哦，咁好啦，咁我今日就教呢一個啦。今日教乜嘢咧？教呢一個咧茄子田樂燒。有冇聽過呢一個咧？係一個非常之傳統嘅日本菜嚟嘅噃，我哋即刻開始做啊！咁其實田樂燒咧有好多個唔同嘅變奏喎，包括有呢一個豆腐啊，最傳統嘅豆腐啦，咁有蘿蔔啦，咁啊，即係仲有今日我哋要教嘅茄子啦，甚至乎咧蒟蒻都可以做嘅喎。咁其實田樂燒係乜嘢咧？只不過咧係將一啲調製咗嘅麵豉咧，就鋪上呢啲蔬菜上面咧，然後就攞嚟食嘅。咁有好多唔同嘅方法啦。咁我哋今日咧就教一個最傳統嘅方法嘅。OK，咁我哋即刻開始啦噃。首先咧我哋。
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys are worried, but it's Vision Strikers we're talking about. Even if they're down, they're not out. We gotta believe in them. Jess, they need your energy more than ever.
I'm exuding every single little bit of energy I've got left, Yinsu, and if that's not enough, well, it's just not their day.
Well, they do have a chance to get back into this game. Pansy and Hypok, let's see if they can.
Yeah, let's see if they can actually do it. There is every potential. We've seen they've got this grit, the determination after that map one, almost to tip the scales. This is a different scoreline though. 4-8, very different look. Yes, some of Cloud9 are starting to pop off, but this is to make it out of the group death. There can only be one now. And it's either Vision or Cloud9. One half to determine what's left.
They got to dig deep as well. They have to
開波先贏70喎。
somewhat more
咁去咗最後講緊呢個比數嘅，即係呢個比數底下。即係如果俾佢攞咗，
上次咪係咯，
咪
84咯，
兩場都84嘅。
唔好有一場93，希凡好似係93啊嘛，上邊。
咩？KRU
係啊，
係咪 crew？
咪兩個93，哦，捉
兩個84嘅，兩個都84嘅，睇 highlight 見到兩個都84。佢打攻就係佢打手好似廢啲嘅。
Don't walk this Vanity, that is a firing squad on the other side of all kinds. Here's it all coming down, has to back away quickly, has to respect this. The Jet trying to close that gap. Leaks back in for the second, trying to catch that cross, do some damage, but King says no. And now already the damage starting to build up. Still getting lower, Zape's going to find Buzz. He's still standing, Leaf somehow at the back of the side. RB is going to find a little bit of damage on that, and that's more than enough to get over the finish line.
7 HP, 10 HP, 50 HP. It's doable here for Cloud9, but Marco will spawn, Zeta will fall. Now it just falls to 2. Okay. There's a free build to Stacks. Like I said, he was very low HP anyway, but now Mitch has to join forces here. So you can see them considering retaking towards main here. Actually, RB positioned very deep in towards the window. Again, their presence will be noted on the back of this trap wire.
Yeah, RB quickly going to turn to have a little look that way. All the tension should come down here now. Play it right, don't want to give it away too early. Actually back for another option.
覺得呢度危險嘅就。
Timing on the wall, I think. And actually, look at that, King falls.
You talk about timing, it could not have been better for Cloud9. There's the response though. Mitch now left all on his lonesome in a 1v2, and neither of these players wants to give it away. It takes one to peek, and then they both sit in. Mitch has to define it, and that's a good start. He now knows where RB is, but can he do anything about that? Spike is ticking away, and time is not on his side. He gets the frag, but it's too little, too late.
You can see there, the reason RB's there so late is for that shock dart lineup.
RB.
It's been really, really difficult for Mitch to find anything at all there. Mutually assured destruction. Everybody falls. Vision Strikers.
其實都幾呢張其實好關鍵啊呢個，邊隊輸邊隊 out 㗎咯。
Yeah, I was keeping my eyes on that. I was quite curious.
I was looking.
張都關鍵嘅。
唔係有人投啊！你真係好似。
Don't be surprised if he throws a bucky into a round like this.
Oh, no, I would not be. We go back in.
冇啊！一日都冇得投
Same
呢
standards held now as Vision Strikers. I expect them to try and keep this
黐線，
crystal
1點
clear.
開始打。
No threats.
不如早啲做人咯，聽日做完任之後先再打可以。
咩？
做完任先，唔係做完任先再睇可以。聽日
係咩
聽日嚟香港1點先開波。
我好似係啊。
And now they've been stopped in their tracks. Little bits of utility here and there can still make this doable. Already said a little bit of damage. The weaponry should come online though eventually and keep it looking better for Vision Strikers.
再爬。喂，再爬死咗啊！
The plant come through. C9 can find another. Yeah, bonus. Again, difficult for them to find their way back in on this retake. Nice. Dealt with. Strikers don't even want to let this one develop. To try and find something. Nothing to do. Stacks will find him. Strikers they're second on the board, and initially you're right. I think a little bit ahead of that out confirmation.
咁卡拉有咩意思啊
I believe playing close there.
應該好近啊！呢一張 map 應該唔係拉布啦，呢個高質素比賽。
拉布啊！呢高張咩？冇意思啊！贏唔到啦。
Being over towards that side now on this buy round, Vanity over towards A. Mitch called upon here.
咁再無謂掙扎啦 ，VS 啫。
Confirmation again, Leaf. No secrets about where he's positioned. He will open things up. Stacks will fall off the rip.
Yeah, you may know where I am, but what are you going to do about it? Leaf says as he backs away with that first pick. No attempt or chance really at a trade off the back of it either. So scot-free. A happy beginning for Cloud9 here, but again, this is the bonus coming out from Vision Strikers, so it's not going to be the biggest loss in the world, but you'd like a bit of damage, maybe force a couple of revives. Leaf, man, it's all feeling so easy for him.
It's disgusting, that headshot there. Mitch will find another Marco.
石蛋，哦，仆街得一粒咋。
Digs his heels in here, down to 1 HP though. RB the last to find a Spectre at this range. It'll be difficult for him to find anything at all, and Data will seal the deal. Cloud9 stop any further progress in terms of the finances here, and at least been sharp all day. But again, you just see these small scenarios there. He goes through, got the Owl drone coming through as well, just to make sure that there's no pressure coming through. At least nobody wants to full swing out on bottom mid here. That second headshot of Buzz is. Again, just waits for the cage to pop and sends a couple of shots in. A fantastic hold from C9. And again, the early objective here in this round is to plant the seed of doubt in C9's mind, right? Keep them maybe one extra body over towards B, but the difference being here, look at Leaf. He's so eager to explore mid.
He's feeling this game. He's got those hot hands. Everything's feeling right for him. Now Vandal just doesn't seem to miss.
But Vision Strikers, they didn't do anything of the sort here. Again, they were relying on C9 being slow, being methodical. This right here, it's almost like Vision Strikers, they need to either address this or stack up and hit one side or the other. There's twice now that they've been punished for this.
It's got to be at the forefront of their minds now. What do we do to deal with it? Plenty of options, it's just you gotta put one into motion early. That's gonna set the standard. Flash back up in 3 seconds. Already got one. No one lurking towards window for now. And King seeing what he can get done from here.
Decent progress here in terms of the ultimates as well. Marco obviously looked towards that Viper's pit if they can get a little progress towards site.
That's drawn Leaf for a second.
Yeah, considering it. Again, hesitation, but the Viper's wall is going to keep him here.
Yeah. See the amount of information almost filtered over. Mitch, though, good towards RB, but it's a trade for Leaf, so Mitch now looking a little isolated. No help on the way, and the site is Vision Strike. Zeke's going to come through with 3 of them standing up against Zeppa, Valenti, Zeta. Good connection on Marco, going to have to suffer the damage. That is dangerous. Zeppa out of nowhere gets 2 big kills. Stacks has to stand and deliver, and he's on his knees. Valenti. The back line here getting loud. Up against Vision Strikers, that's 10 now on the board.
Pixel perfect with that utility here. Again, you can see the intention with the snake bite and the shock dart. The shock dart does enough where actually Zeppa's able to close that kill out comfortably. No risk as well. Wherever again flushes that one player behind pillar, they know they can clear all these other awkward angles towards site. So well played by Cloud9 on the way back in.
Wow, nice shot as well.
And now look at it. I mean, Cloud9 double digits. Vision Strikers struggling to scramble together anything really here. And again, beyond this, it's one purchase, right? They have one more opportunity to hold Cloud9 away from getting to map and series point.
加油啊，師狗！
Seen them do some work though with those shotguns in the past. Remember Split? Bit of something to it, but trickier to make work here.
有好多面圖㗎啦，
真係好多面圖。
加油啊！
贏咗肯定見到嗰個咩啊 ，head 就係狼人嗰個摸住幅相。
邊作唔明
即係平時 LBJ 喺度摸住嗰個咧。
冇咩，好少睇咁咩。
即係話如果 Cloud9 贏咗。 會有好多 meme 啊，老實話。跟住我話係嗰張摸住狼唔係啊，係狼人，跟住摸住張相 T 個頭。
Wolverine 嗰個，佢講緊狼人。
係。
Marvel
摸住張相嗰個。
And again, awkward investment of the Vipers, but again, Mitch plays it a little weird.
跟住就係到時就係 Key Tense 個頭上，即係摸住 Cloud9 個 logo。
Vanity somehow finds what felt like a full damage snake bite there on the buzz. There's no assist here, at least. So that's
你而家可以整定先。
整定啊！
一嘢即刻鋪。
Yeah, I'm not
點算啊？我擺完個 Sentinel 掃稿上去入上過之後就冇贏過咯 Sentinel。
咁好咯，
咪就話咯，屌冇嘢
咯，拎走 Sentinel 佢啦，屌仲喺度扮，冇需要扮啦已經。
他們會飛來的。
哇！你咁撚賤嘅你份人 ，OK 嘅咁你繼續擺啦咁你，咁你繼續擺啦咁你。
算啦，我相信佢哋會歸來，我唔使擺佢哋都會變得好勁。
我覺得你擺好啲啊，
其實好簡單，
真係下年 Master One 開始繼續擺喎。啲人話咩嘛？啲人話實 Sam 明明應該玩 Duelist， 但係俾佢焗住玩 Sofa 啦。
唔係啊，我唔係問題啊，都佢已經玩得好好，話都玩得好好啊。
主
係咯，佢啲配合都好啊，有啲毒炸、毒
正、
毒箭。
應該話佢最勁係玩雙 Duelist， 佢最勁玩雙 Duelist， 但係而家 Meta 唔玩雙 Duelist。
又笑 ，Pans 又笑，屌山木又笑，
係啊，10幾20次，
真
係睇咗100次啊！呢個畫面
又笑。
哇！走射！哇！冇耐死咗冇彈，仲有名係咯。
RB。
And the 3 still stand, 2 on the site now as King is delivering. It's what you needed from the man to come alive here. Zeppa and Vanity, what do you have left in the tank in this round?
See, Marco does have the opportunity to snake bites here if Vision Strikers want to play this very safe, hold on to some of these weapons, but see now again, problems arise from the door. King will strike, Vanity will fall, Zeppa actually will find stacks though. anything else done here do any further damage?
It should be shut down. King being essential in these rounds. I cannot stress it enough. A couple bailouts on the first half, but on this half, finding that space just down on tube, I got a little anxious when I see Cloud9 hitting those rotations correctly, sitting towards that A site. But no, King had that wrapped up. He was so in the right mindset. And look at this, no panic, no rush. He played it out so well. A couple of key kills here.
Is it even just keeping one player occupied there to make sure they can't leave that switch unattended? Because there's no real way that C9 can then say, okay, guys, let's address A main, let's push towards it, deal with that, because Vision Strikers can sit pretty. See here, a couple of bits of investment here on the side of Cloud9. Leaf actually, the Blade Storm, once again trying to find something fast this time, though.
Yeah, it's not only Leaf was joined by a couple through from Doi. You can see Zeppa kind of slipping out from that. But again, King's doing King things.
又嚟 King's doing King things 點第二句啊 Pansy
His time here, just showing this presence, pulling attention. He's 3 players basically dedicated towards his spot right now. So he's going to get checked on by Zeppa to keep trying to move out from this spot. And he's been cleared. That's big work and a big answer. Zeppa happy to fill the gaps here off the back of Leaf being picked up at the start. And now the Seekers come down. It looks like they're going to be going straight in towards the site.
And actually on the back of that, Utilities are going to know presence here. So immediately Vanity hits this rotation. Hunter's Fury in response as well.
Uh-oh, that's problems. Stax has gone down. It's down to Buzz and Marco. What do they have here in this post part up against 4 players coming their way? Better have something in mind. A bit of utility on the site. See if he can keep time looking favorable.
So early,
Buzz,
though.
yeah, it does feel extremely early. But Buzz gets one. Marco with a second. In combination, bringing it down to something far more manageable, but they still have to get across that finish line. Buzz takes the step and he takes the frag and looks for Mitch here. Left down in the 1v1. He's still trying to fight it. Just the classic of 2 kills and time has dwindled away and they live to fight another day. Vision Strikers keep moving forward.
There's a chance there, Vanity actually throws his wall round where I think if they can just last out that next snake bite. And again, it's awkward to try and push forward and retake control of Cave. Are they playing deep towards Shop? Are they kind of just playing off, you know, the spike being tapped, anything like this? But again, unfortunately, Vanity's picked off and they lose that kind of safety net to try and get the fuse going.
Nice.
That's unfortunate.
Nice.
Again, a costly round for Vision Strikers. Leaf back on the operator though, you can see him now again up towards halls. A little bit different focal point being mid for the majority of this. Stax wants nothing to do with that.
Hey, it's, if anything, a nod that King's presence has been enough of a problem. They put 2 players to that early. Now looking further afield though, it looks like a different round. Not the same sort of presence and patience once again being the name of the game for Vision Strikers.
Buzz looking for an angle. Again, with this setup now, with full halls control,
here.
Don't really need to even hold on to A main. They can play contact off it. Wait for the investment of the Viper Wall, wait for somebody to drift out. There's a spy cam available as well. Right, that's going to be the aim of the game here for Vision Strikers.
It's time around 5 seconds. So they come down to this A piece and they've got absolutely no step towards.
30
This be a late
left.
rotation to B. All right,
It's awkward because Vanity's still got utility.
Yeah, and look at him just absolutely melting them down. Upgrade found, rotations now called in. 20 seconds, Vision Strikers, where are you going with this? You have to find the landing, and it's not looking good. Leafs found the timing, he's got the rotation right.
Leaf,你係 OK 嘅。
Them down, Cloud9 on the verge here. Time is of a factor, Leaf says no. It's 12 for Cloud9.
Again, mistakes start to show. Vision Strikers are desperate rotation there to try and
韓仔打呢啲咧，個人能力強啲嘅隊就好蝕場，真係。
Vanity diligent
真係。
in terms of utility there. And again, when the Viper's still got both snake bites.
冇計啊，團體型。
Again, there's been no pressure his direction. He can sit pretty.
唔得 ，Sam 冇蝕場。
King tries to force the issue there, but.
個人能力好高喎，Sam。
Pistol God 啊
一個人嘅個人能力好高嘅
兩個，而家
兩個。諗翻去 Coolman 頭嗰陣真冇人得頂啫。
我覺得 Coolman 係咩喎？
Who just being loaded around and Vision Strikers have no idea how bad this is, how red
幾個，其實嗰陣時都幾黐線。
The book's been left open.
係唔係幾黐線咧？
覺得崩高冇咁廢嚟㗎。
嗰陣時崩高係冇咁廢嘅，因為有 Coolman 頭頂住啊嘛。其實都唔係嘅，係崩高嗰陣其實係 OK 嘅。
Buzz with a banger though, is he going to at least give a little hope back for Vision Strikers to facilitate the spike plant, but it's retake time, you got to look towards those two players who've been mad flanks at the start. Leaf denied, King still stands.
停咗好耐咯，即係冇進步到咯。
A bit of a heartbeat in the chest as RB stops the flank.
RB.
It's all down to Mitch in a 1v4.
Save
Spot the jump peek here, but tries to back away, wants to now try and hold on to this operator.
Timing.
How much the Vision Strikers want to explore in removing it.
I'll be now.
A little bit of a bait attempt here, but will be punished for it. 3 survive. And again, Cloud9. I love the intention of Vision Strikers.
快啲啦，C9，我想快啲見到 Wolfer 邊嗰張圖啊！
Again, now with the amount of impact that Leafs had, they don't even entertain the possibility of challenge that mid.
咩大佬？
我覺得你咁講完會有危險啊！
我冇燈啫。
世事就係咁噶啦。
我都有嗰句講嗰句啫。
You have a stinger, you've got specters coming out, odds and ends, bits and pieces. They've been in that weird drawer that's got things in it you've never realised. Just a lot of keys. Who knows what this is that I never seem to be able to find. It's all in there. But again,
Guardian.
You've got to look at this as a favourable looking round purchase-wise for Vision Strikers.
Again here, damage not really a factor. RB actually going to pick up the operator here, so whether Buzz is going to lead the charge here. 2 fact finders sent out from Vision Strikers here, and
big info.
Big information on the back of Zephyrus.
Yeah, that's massive, but still, they are outgunned. They may know the numbers, but it may not matter. Spike should be coming down. That's gonna tickle a little. Yeah, there it is. Okay. The 1-2 combo. Cloud9 still doing a little bit of damage, and they've closed the gap relatively well. There's still a little bit of threat to this. Don't think there isn't. Leaf.
Bingo.
A second away, and now they get to close the gap, and away we go. This is where things get pretty much as terrifying as can be. Buzz has to sit back and wait and watch, and they pour the utility, and there it is. Good connection from RB. Same right back at you. Jump the wall. Say hello. Leaf still stands, but it stacks on the back line, leaving just Zeta. Wait, that's one. Not again. Surely not this time. No, RB.
係暫停啦，打個穩嘅。
Way for Vision Strikers. 10 to 12.
有錢啊，有錢啊，應該嗌啊。
Everything on the line now in C9. Not an awful lot left in terms of finances, ultimate wise.
唔係喎。
Tips in their balance. Vanity wall off the Viper's pit. Huge component.
唔係喎，有信心喎。
Defense here. Leaf, Zeppa, and Mitch.
呢個冇收皮喎，但係。
See what the approach is here from Vision Strikers. Again, it's looking.
仲要100蚊、250蚊、50蚊，少少冇得值。
Has become a bit of a problem for them in the past, so maybe this is the start of things to come, but they do need to kind of keep this up though. You think about the scoreline, it's going to be looming, it's going to be weighing heavy. Any mistakes, any falters, any corner unchecked. The start the build, trying to work off the back of the old doggo, working its way in. But Vanity.
This is huge info, actually.
That is actually quite nice. Now they're going to have a good idea that mid is currently occupied.
哇！呢個位好熟口面啊 ，Vanity 嘅呢個位。
And again, Vanity, this man will be patient.
係咪 send 錢俾人陰完？係咪 PK 好中意放呢個位？
唔記得咗，好似係咩啊？好似 Samsung 打 Furry 啊，好似係。
我嘅耶阿耶都耶過呢個位啊耶。
阿耶咩係？
係好似係耶。
阿耶嗰個。
最出名嘅話，呢度刀而家就再飛上刀馬底啫。哦，韓仔射韓仔啊！
夾彈。
Oh, there's something not gonna get it. Marco just absolutely marking his number, and now this is down to the wire. This is looking like Vision Strikers again finding success here. Leaf gets denied, can't get any closer. Shut down. Vision Strikers are about to get to 11.
It's terrifying here. Vanity, last man standing, and dealt with.
They closed it again. They've closed it again.
I'm not entirely.
喂，唔係咁都有得翻嘛 ，Cloud9。啱先又唔係，啱先又唔係 time out， 咦？啱先個位有乜理由唔係 time out 啊？
If they do come back to B, they lose the benefit of the Viper smokes and the wall, but
佢連續輸咗咁多場，而家先嗌，而家先嗌，唔好下年先嗌。
absolutely right. I mean, even before anything's purchased, Zephyr at
32. 點解唔嗌你打決勝嗰局？
Later down at
而家先嗌。
就係佢覺得自己好輸，要打加時。
唔係啊，係而家先嗌，即係不如出年先嗌，下年 champion 先嗌。
Yeah.
呢個 time out 同冇嗌冇分別嘅。
係都唔係乜嘢咯，真係。你上次咩啊嘛？你上聽嗌可以，我傾埋今 round 嘅戰術㗎嘛可以。
真喎。
你咁樣嗌咪真係冇咗機會。
Probably the only one that's got any kills with a stinger.
Ever.
Do you miss the stinger meta?
I kind of do.
I do.
I kind of like the fact that like Rob Wiz found some really.
加埋你有槍都戰術部署得好啲啦。
Again, the reference game. About 3 people.
你而家嗌咁點啫？警長咯，加啲人咯，點啫
？Yeah, this is again Vision Strikers is showing such resilience in some of these rounds, and
可能佢哋隊係咁咯，真係專係打 eco 戰術咯 ，eco 反而有戰術。
Yeah, they look lost. They look unable to find answers.
睇到出其不意啊！
Here it's like almost
好似 Samsung 想3個打 B 名，之後俾人一下穿4打3隻咁咯，幾出其不意。
So the buy coming out.
喂，咁易打嘅。
One bulldog, and that's about it. Spectres across the board. They do have decent armor behind it. The ult there, you're right. Mitch has his, and Vanity, of course. There's that invested. And that needs to really be a big
拜拜招大。
拜拜，放錯西，輸一半先。
Cycling out to the rifle.
唔係放錯西嘅。
Chance of maybe getting a pick. They start to aggress towards
睇集中啲手 A 咯可以。
放錯西啊，因為你睇翻佢哋5 A 喎，對面都係。佢哋今次連掠都唔掠。
Confirmation of numbers as well.
忍得住啊
！Mitch down to 46 HP now.
不過都唔係，佢一定要咁放。
4 members. It's pulled an extra rotation here. Leaf has left Vanity solo on B side.
No presence in tube. The flash was sent to that corner. Wait, Mitch, he still gets it. No way! Mitch, Sata, how are Cloud9 doing this? There is no way this should be happening. Marco and RB maybe looking a little confused, a little dazed. Backlines.
咁你條女生日，你條女有生日，兩落今日有生日喎。
快樂咯，講翻先。
哇，佢又好大啊，但係。
都求下女朋友得
哇，
快樂啦。
冇波贏啦，贏啦，贏啦，穿都穿死啦。哇，fall緊啊，唔好啊！
波，聽屎落人肚。
They needed that, but it got down to the wire.
哦，女朋友英文名叫咩名
How many times have we seen these guys find value with shotguns?
咩名啊
？D9啊，成最大贏家。
Coming up huge, Leaf
唉，不過
straight
收
away.
可以。
the quickest response in terms of that pressure coming through. He hits that
early
rotation, Vanity solo with that Viper Spit, gets himself over to Hall, and again it's the one member of Vision Strike you don't want to be on the other end of that. It's RB with the operator, right?
You're right.
Again, if he finds one of those, it's so easy for Leaf to find the second, but C9 weather the storm. Again, it goes the full distance.